And what a better way to spend the July 4th holiday than at the ball field. Hello everyone, welcome in to the Gateman pregame show presented by South Coast Health, coming to you from Bourne Park tonight in Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts. Cade Crenshaw joined alongside Cameron Ezeir. Our Claire Foley will hear from her later on in tonight's ball game for this evening's matchup, the first back-to-back contest of the season, as the Gatemen will now travel on the road to take on the Bourne Braves after these two teams ended in a 2-2 tie last night. The second time this season they've met, the second time they've tied at that exact same score. 18 innings between the two teams. We have yet to have a victor. Today could be the rubber match. Cam, you go back to last night's game where these two teams got on the scoreboard early. 2 runs in the first for Wareham, 2 by Bourne in the second. After that, pitching and defense dominated the back half of the ball game.
Pitching was phenomenal, like you said. Defense even better. No errors committed by either team. We focus on pitching a little bit. Michael Sansone, 7 strikeouts. That was a season high. The bullpen, unbelievable, sensational, you could say. Will Koger, Nico Mazza, Alex Galvin, all doing their jobs and keeping goose eggs up on the scoreboard. And then for this Bourne Braves team, a group that had lost to the worst team on the Cape in the Falmouth Commodores, Cade Boxrucker, 3 1/3, he was great, and then the bullpen, even better. They didn't give up an earned run. And when you talk about the bats, it looked like Wareham's bats were getting going early, but then they couldn't capitalize on opportunities. 12 left on base, that's not going to do it for the Gatemen.
12 left on, including 9 from the 4th inning on. There were runners in scoring position multiple times across the back half of that ball game, and it includes leaving the bases loaded 2 different times. The Gatemen tonight are going to need that big hit because not only are they trying to win this game here tonight, going into the off day tomorrow with a win would feel pretty good for a lot of folks on this side of the field. But let's go over to the opposite side of the field. That's the Bourne Braves dugout, and that's a dugout that Gateman field manager Harvey Shapiro called home for 18 years. This is his first game back at Bourne Park as a member of another coaching staff after he left to join Wareham this past fall. Kim, when you think about Coach Shapiro, what emotions would you think are running through his mind as he's back at a place that he nearly spent 2 decades at?
Really special, also knowing that he brought Bourne their first and only championship in 2009. He achieved 7 Western Division titles, including just last year in his final season as the field manager for the Bourne Braves. Really special for Harvey Shapiro, and I think he has to have a chip on his shoulder as much as the team does as well. He brought a bunch of players from last year who played for the Bourne Braves. We'll talk about one of them later. He's starting on the mound. It's really interesting to see Harvey Shapiro back at Bourne Park, and I'm hoping for fireworks, not just because it's July 4th, not just because these two teams haven't decided a winner, but Harvey Shapiro will look to beat his old team.
Well, happy Independence Day to you and yours, whether you're down by the lake, sitting out by the grill, or just enjoying it inside your own home. We hope you, your family, and friends are all enjoying our nation's birthday. We'll take a quick break here on the South Coast Health pregame show. When we return, not only will we hear some pregame conversations with our player of the game last night, but also we look ahead to today's ball game. Same 2 teams, same intense environment is expected, just at a different field. We're at Bourne Park. Lineups, interviews, pregame conversations, and more to set you up for this evening's matchup between the Wareham Gatemen and the Bourne Braves. More to come on the South Coast Health pregame show on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, NCAA Division III athletics, and continuing education and graduate studies, including 5th-year master's programs at curry.edu.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866-ASK-MARY or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous Colossal Lobster Rolls, piled high on a grilled brioche and served hot buttered or just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99,
always the real deal.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gatemen.
For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com, your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
We want our money to work as hard for us when we retire as we did working to accumulate it. My name is Steve Anzoni, and I am president of Fairway Financial Insurance Agency. Money is just a tool to help you to do what you ultimately want to do, which is to travel, spend time with your kids, grandkids, and do other stuff. And I want to be the guy that's going to help you navigate the course of life, to help you avoid those sand traps and get you onto the green and into the hole with greater financial confidence.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League, offering residential sales and vacation rentals across the Cape. We help you turn someday into right now. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
Well, things are quiet now around the ballpark. We expect things to get a lot more noisy as the evening goes on. Back at Bourne Park on the South Coast Health pregame show, Cade Crenshaw joined alongside Cameron Ezeir. They're Foley down on the field for us tonight, as we are coming up on just 8 minutes away from first pitch between the Wareham Gatemen and the Bourne Braves. These two met last night, ended in a 2-2 tie over at Spillane Field. Cam, last thing we'll touch on from last night here in the pregame before we move on to tonight. Biggest takeaway overall from last evening's tie?
It has to be the fact that Wareham left essentially everyone on base. We talk about 12 left on base. It's a Gateman team that's left 13 on base multiple times. But let's focus less on the negatives and maybe more on the positives. Kellum Clark, his first 3-hit game in the matter of 2 weeks. Carter Graham had his first 2 hits on the summer. That was a positive sight to see. Hogan Windish, also a double. He's now hit safely in 17 of his first 20 games played here on the Cape. So a lot of positives in terms of, well, the bats were there, and the guys that we're expecting to get going in the offensive department, well, they finally got going against Bourne yesterday.
Well, one of those guys that really found his rhythm, like you alluded to there, was Carter Graham, the Stanford infielder. Had started out a little bit rough. Started out 0 for 8 on the season, but last night turned around in a big way. 2 for 4 night, a multi-hit ball game for the California native with a hit by pitch. And he was last night's South Coast Health Player of the Game, and our Claire Foley called with him moments ago. Claire?
Thanks, guys. Here with Carter Graham. Carter, last night you went 2 for 4, first hits of the season. How'd that feel for you?
Felt good. First few games. First game came out a little rusty for sure, but after that I felt like I was barreling the ball up. Just getting a little unlucky with a bunch of lineouts, so it was nice to see a couple fall last night.
And defensively, this Gateman team has been switching it up a lot. Is that something you're comfortable with every day, coming in, maybe not knowing where you're going to be at?
Yeah. I mean, it's a blast, honestly, getting to come out here and play a bunch of different positions. It's something you don't really get to do for your college team, so I think everybody gets to enjoy it a little bit.
And it is the 4th of July. Besides playing baseball, what's something you typically like to do on the 4th?
4th of July, great day to be at a beach somewhere, hanging out with some close friends from your hometown, surfing or at a lake, one of those two, but definitely at a beach near some water.
You like doing games and stuff like that, spike ball, cornhole?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love those games. Spike ball, cornhole, barbecue, everything. 4th of July, it's a classic.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Well, thank you, Claire. And you talk about Carter Graham, a player who, like we alluded to, finally found his rhythm last night. And he has seen a couple different positions for this team. He was at first base last night. He's back there again tonight. But Cam, as he alluded to there at the end, nothing better than spinning the 4th. Just surrounded by some hometown friends back home.
Yeah. It's a great sight to see at Bourne Park. You know, the fans are scattered around the park, and Carter Graham is hoping that he can continue his stride, and I'm just glad that all these fans are out on the 4th of July to spend their day with all of us.
Well, we are just moments away from first pitch. The Bourne Braves having their starting lineups echoed around the ballpark. To give you a makeup of our field, it is a windy day. Game time temperatures at 76 degrees with partly cloudy skies. The winds, though, coming in at 13 miles per hour. This could be a hitter's ballpark this evening. 395 to center, 360 to right, and 330 to left. This right-handed hitting group for the Gatemen, just a 330-foot porch to left field with wind blowing towards center field. Balls could fly up and out here tonight. We go back last night, Evan Slight, who's batting in the 7-hole once again for Bourne, a 2-run jack that tied things up. National anthem coming up moments away. We'll pause for a break. Return with starting lineups. First pitch coming up between the Bourne Braves and the Wareham Gatemen, only on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Mark Deshays has been practicing law in southeastern Massachusetts for over 30 years. His primary focus is on all aspects of real estate law, including residential and commercial real estate transactions, commercial leasing, land development, land use and zoning law, and land conservation matters. If you need representation, call now at 508-993-2300.
Serving southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, Office Technology Group has been the area's source for advanced digital multifunctional copiers since 2009. Call Office Technology Group at 508-858-5825.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
We're back at Bourne Park for this evening's ball game. It's the Wareham Gatemen, the Bourne Braves, just minutes away. And boy, you talk about Independence Day is here, and family such an important, integral part of that. And well, we've got the Bourne coaching staff out on their field with their kids throwing out the first pitch. Just something seems right about doing that on a day like this. They're throwing out the first pitch ceremoniously. We'll get to first pitch in moments. First, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Wareham Gatemen.
Yeah, starting off for the Gatemen, Ryan Campos batting leadoff. He's the designated hitter after catching yesterday. We've seen Ryan Campos in this position for a plethora amount of games. And the 2-hole Hogan Windish, 21st straight game, all 21 in that 2 spot. Max Anderson in the 3 spot. No Alan Roden in the lineup today. Carter Graham gets the nod as the cleanup hitter, followed by Kellum Clark, who had a 3-hit day yesterday. Blake Wright out of the 6-hole shortstop out of Clemson. Owen Diodati, well, he's back in a Gateman uniform after playing for Wareham last season. He's the center fielder batting in the 7-hole. Rounding out the lineup is Brian Padilla out of UConn, and Peter Burns behind the dish, back end of the battery for Matt Jasek.
They'll work against the right-hander out of Vanderbilt, 6'5", 230-pounder Bryce Cunningham, a tall glass of water on the bump. He makes his 3rd appearance and 3rd start of the season for Bourne. 9 1/3 innings coming into tonight, a 4.82 ERA. He's given up 6 hits, 5 runs, all of which have been earned, with 3 walks to 8 strikeouts, and an opponent's batting average of just 176. Doesn't get hit too often. Just a couple mistakes here and there have cost him in his previous 2 outings. But the Heartland, Alabama native is on the bump defensively for Bourne. Hensler at third, Harris at short, Shaw at second, Moylan on at first, Espinal will be behind the plate, Duffy in right, Rocafort in center, and last night's home run hitter for the Braves, Evan Slight, is in left. Ready to get things underway. Warm-up pitches have been thrown. Brian Campos is digging his cleats into the freshly watered battery. It'll be righty on lefty as we get things underway. Campos, the designated hitter, back in the leadoff spot. Last night as the 6-hole hitter went 1 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch, lifted to center. Rocafort doesn't have to really move all that much. Takes a couple steps before reeling it in. 1 away.
Bryce Cunningham, known for his fastball slider combo on the mound, and it's a Gateman team that's known for their success against righty pitchers compared to their lack of success against lefties. We'll see if that comes to fruition today.
13-mile-per-hour winds rolling out to straightaway center field. 395-foot fence, 330 to left. Here's Hogan Windish, the left fielder. Right on right, first pitch. Off speed, taken for strike 1 on the inner half. Windish last night, another run batted in. He now leads the Cape League in RBIs this season at 14. The 0-1. Down in the dirt. Outside and away, count even at 1 apiece. Last night's game, such an emotional roller coaster. The Gatemen were that close. Essentially from the 4th inning on, the game was theirs for the taking and just could not push that final nail in the coffin. Cunningham turns and deals the 1-1. Windish skies it, left center field, trailing back against the wall is Rocafort. He's at the fence, he's leaping, it's out of here. Hogan Windish, home run number 3 this season, goes to left center. And the Gatemen take a 1-0 lead in the first.
He's been so special. That's now a team-high 25 hits as he improved from a previous team high of 24. And you talk about a guy with a lot of pop in his bat. Well, he has 3 home runs in the last week. We were waiting for the UNC Greensboro product to leave the yard because a lot of hard-hit balls. At one point, he led this team in doubles and the entirety of the Cape League. It's good to see him go yard at Doran.
Wareham leading 1-0 top first. First pitch to Max Anderson. Fastball in the dirt, count 1-0. The Gatemen getting it done early against the Braves for the second straight night. Scored 2 runs in the first in yesterday's tie. 1-0 offering. Anderson takes a called strike. Change-up pitch, inner half. Max Anderson riding an 8-game hitting streak coming into this evening's ball game. Went 2 for 5 last night. The 1-1. Anderson put on the ground towards short. Harris ranging to his left behind second base. He makes the throw over. 2 away in the top of the first.
Max Anderson has been known for his efficiency over the last 9-10 games or so. Ball up the middle. It's good to see all these batters make contact. This team not known for the amount of times they strike out or even walk. So good sign to see early with the wind blowing out that they're putting bat to ball.
Another multi-hit performer from last night is Carter Graham, cleaning things up. The 2-out toss to the righty hitter. Fastball taken for a strike, top half of the zone, heart of the plate. Graham in his second start at first base this afternoon. The 0-1 offering. Takes strike 2, inside edge. Cunningham's going fastball. He's worked from the middle to the inside on the righty hitting Carter Graham. Gateman leading 1-0. Base is empty, 2 away. Cunningham, the right-hander, turns and deals the 0-2. Foul back to the home plate netting as Graham stays alive on 2 strikes. Sophomore from Stanford, had a breakout sophomore campaign, was a second-team All-American. The 0-2 offering skips in from Cunningham for ball 1. And what a turnaround season Carter Graham had. As a freshman, appeared in just 8 games for the Cardinal. This past spring, a Pac-12 best 22 homers, hits .331, and is a second-team All-American by multiple publications. 1-2 pitch from Cunningham. Carter check swing outside Doesn't go. Count even to 2-2. Cunningham peering in just over the brim of his glove. He'll deal out the 2-2 pitch. Misses low at the toes of Carter Graham. That's ball 3. The Gatemen and their navy tops, cranberry numerals trimmed out in white. W on the left side of the chest, numerals on the right. Gray pants, the blue stripe down the sides. Payoff pitch, missing low and inside for ball 4. Carter Graham is able to work a 2-out walk. He'll find himself on the base pass for the Mississippi State right fielder, Kellum Clark.
Right fielder, number 7 out of Mississippi State, Kellum Clark.
Meanwhile, for Bourne, they're wearing their specialty red jerseys that just say Cape Cod across the front. Digital camo hats on this July 4th holiday. White pants, red stripe down the sides. Righty on lefty. First lefty hitter that Cunningham's going to face today. First pitch. Popped him up. Shallow center field. Roccaforte charges, but it'll be the infield calling him off. The shortstop Harris backs up, and just on the trimmings of the outfield grass, he makes the grab for out number 3. Well, the Gatemen take an early 1-run lead courtesy of a solo blast from Hogan Windish, his 3rd of the summer. We go to the bottom half, where Matt Jasek will take the bump for the Gatemen. We return from our Wareham baseball on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
We appreciate and thank the sponsors who support the Cape League and the 10 teams. Our corporate sponsors are the financial backbone of the league. It is with their support that we are able to preserve our long-standing tradition of providing the best family entertainment here on Cape Cod, free of charge. On behalf of the 9 other teams, the Wareham Gatemen, league officers, and the entire Cape League family, we would like to announce and thank our 2022 corporate sponsors. With much appreciation, we recognize the Yawkey Foundation, Gibson Sotheby's, Curry College, the 99 Restaurants, Coca-Cola Bottling of Cape Cod, Badger Sport, Zephyr Hats, Cape Cod 5 Cents Saving Bank, Milton Cat, Mosquito Marys, Massachusetts State Lottery. We will be back to you in the next inning for the second half of this outstanding list of loyal sponsors.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
We're back at Doran Park. More Gatemen baseball on the way as we head into the bottom of the first inning where Wareham holds a 1-0 lead over Bourne. A homer solo blast from Hogan Windish in the top half of this one. Got things started early for the Gatemen. Meanwhile, for the Bourne Braves, it'll be Dakota Harris, the shortstop. A Tennessee commit from Polk State College to lead off. A .233 hitter coming in tonight. Had a pair of base hits in yesterday's tie with Wareham. On the bump for the Gatemen, right-hander out of Indiana State. It's Matt Jasek making his 4th start of the season. He enters with a .525 ERA. First pitch, Dakota Harris lifted out of play, foul territory. Jasek, 13 strikeouts to 4 walks this season through 12 innings pitched. Switch hitter in Dakota Harris. It's righty on lefty to get things underway. Jasek comes set of the belt in the 0-1 pitch. Rocket shot into left. That'll drop for no. Windish charges ahead and makes the grab. I tell you, Cam, I thought with the wind that ball was easily going to fall at the feet of Windish, but instead it holds up just enough on that line drive to go 1 down.
It almost like stayed on a frozen rope and stayed frozen, and Windish knew it because I thought the exact same thing. Windish stopped for a second, and that's when I thought, okay, it's going to drop, but then charged forward, made the grab. Good footwork from Hogan Windish and left.
1 down for Matt Shaw, the second baseman from Maryland. Right on right. 1 out toss. Fouled off the plate. Back towards the Bourne Braves dugout on the third base side. Shaw not only leads the Bourne Braves with his .367 average, that leads all of the CCBL. 2 homers this season with 6 RBI. Wynn rolling out to left center. A 1 pitch. Off speed, misses low. Heart of the plate, count even at 1-1. The Indiana State Sycamore towing the rubber. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball taken outer half. Strike 2 called.
So Cade, after striking out 2 and walking 3 in his first outing against Orleans, he's followed it up in the last 2 starts, 11 strikeouts to only 1 walk. He's been uber efficient on the bump.
1-2 pitch to Shaw. Hard chopper over Anderson at third. Cleanly fields it on a hop. His throw across, digged out by Carter Graham at first. 2 down in the inning.
I don't know how much more we can emphasize the play of Max Anderson. He just took a chopper and made it look so easy, even though it had a 1 hop into his glove, and a low hop at that. And Max Anderson just looks so strong at the hot corner, and yes, he's played all over, but I'm the most confident when he's at the hot corner.
Here's Jack Duffy, the right fielder from Houston. Think back to last night, Cam, an incredible throw from Anderson to the third. The 2-out pitch to Duffy. Dives in the dirt from Jason, count 1-0. A soft bunt attempt from Bryce Eblin, who's not in today's lineup, that just barely cleared the start of the infield grass from the home plate area. And Anderson was right there, scooped it out, made the throw. Best play I've seen all summer. 1-0 pitch, Duffy rocks a shot to center field, but Owen Diodati, for his first time in the Gateman lineup today, makes the grab to end the first. Wareham leads 1-0. The solo homer from Hogan Windish is enough. We go to the top of the second. Gateman leading by a run. We're back from a Wareham baseball when we return to the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Cape Cod Coke.
Each and every game here at Spillane Field is made possible by our sponsors. Let's take a moment to recognize Gateway Tavern, Coastal Orthodontics, Fairway Financial, Joanne Stevenson, Sullivan Wine and Spirits, Deb Levesque Massage Therapy, the Law Office of Mark Deshays, Office Technology Group, J&M Baseball Academy, South Coast Health, Minkle Boys Catering, 80 Makepeace, Reed Custom Soils, Soft as a Grape, Bay Motor Inn, Point Sign, Wareham, Sipicon and Dartmouth Week, Cranberry Self Storage, Village Signs, the Law Office of Lang, Exaferris and Bullard, Reedy, Kiernan and McNally LLP, Robertson's GMC, Effie's Homemade, Wareham Country Market, the Wareham House of Pizza, Robbery's Tree Service, Patty Wild, Onset Bay Association, Select PT, El Mariachi, Water Whiz, and Cool Cone. Thank you once again to our sponsors of your Wareham Gatemen.
We go to the top of the second inning. Wareham leading Bourne 1-0. Cade Crenshaw joined alongside Cameron Ezeir and Claire Foley for this evening's July 4th matchup. What a better way to spend Independence Day than win America's pastime. It's 6-7-8 due up in the Gateman order, led off by Blake Wright, the Clemson shortstop. Cunningham, the right-hander on the bump, turns and deals first pitch. Blake Wright tries checking a swing, but comes around on an off-speed pitch outside. Count 0-1. Gateman in the first, 1 run on 1 hit with 1 man left on. 1 pitch. Cut and miss. Slider down in the dirt from Cunningham. Good-looking breaking ball. Quickly behind the count is Blake Wright, 0-2.
Just shocking because he's known for his patience. He leads this team in individual walks.
0-2 punch. Cut on and missed. Fastball upstairs will retire Blake Wright. 1 away in the top of the second.
That's a player in Blake Wright that has come on strong, was 0 for 3 with a walk in that tie against Bourne yesterday, but picked up a plentiful amount of hits in the previous couple games. So for Blake Wright, just really watch out for him in the later portions of the game. He could be integral.
Well, for the first time with the Wareham Gatemen this season, at least, here's Owen Diodati, the left-handed hitter from Alabama. He'll look at a fastball away. Count 1-0. Spent the last 3 seasons with the Crimson Tide, but deciding with just a few years of eligibility left, he's going back closer to the West Coast, to the Oregon Ducks this fall. 1-0 offering. Diodati lets it miss away for ball 2. An Ontario, Canada native. How about that? Last season for the Gatemen played exceptionally well, 7 homers. 2-0 pitch. Diodati takes a called strike on the outer half. Righty on lefty matchup. Cunningham looking for a quick inning. The 2-1 pitch. Tip back foul into the catcher's glove. Strike 2 from Diodati. Cunningham looking for his second strikeout. Outside edge, doesn't catch the fastball. Bourne fans having some displeasure. Count now full. Base is empty. 1 away, Diodati will call time. We saw him last night, Cam, just as a pinch runner in the 9th inning. Never had any ABs. The payoff. Cut on and missed. Off-speed pitch. Diodati couldn't connect on the outer half. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bryce Cunningham, and what seems so far like a night-and-day difference from him in the 2nd inning versus the 1st.
A slider that got Diodati swinging, and it dipped on the tailing end. You're right, he faced 5 in the 1st and gave up a home run and a walk, and now back-to-back Ks.
First pitch to Brian Padilla. Breaking ball down low. Count 1-0. Padilla batting out of the 8 spot tonight. Last night pinch hit, went 0 for 1. 1-0 offering. Change-up pitch, up and in. Ball 2.
It's also worth mentioning that prior to that 0 for 1 pinch hit performance yesterday was on a 5-game hit streak.
Gatemen leading 1-0. The 2-0 pitch to Padilla. Fastball right down Broadway. Called strike 1. Defensively, Bourne sets standard. 2 outs, top of the 2nd inning. Gatemen leading by a run. 2-1 pitch. Fastball over the heart of the plate, this time a little bit higher up in the zone on Padilla. 2-2 count. 5'10" right-hander at the plate. 6'5" right-hander on the bump. And Bryce Cunningham for Vanderbilt. A 2-2 punch. He got it. Change-up pitch cut through from Padilla. 3 batters faced, 3 strikeouts in the inning for Bryce Cunningham. And we go to the bottom of the 2nd. Wareham leading 1-0. We'll be back for more Wareham baseball when we return to the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Summer is here, and we are finally back to enjoying all our favorite outdoor activities. As temperatures rise, so does the risk for unexpected injuries. South Coast Health Urgent Care Centers are open, safe, and here to provide the care you need when you need it. Our 7 locations are open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Walk-ins are welcome, and having a South Coast Health physician is not required. Visit southcoast.org/urgent care to check wait times and reserve your spot today.
Reed Custom Soils is New England's leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installations and is the exclusive New England supplier of stabilized stone dust. Reed Custom Soils services over 300 golf courses and provides unique blends to fit your needs, all by experienced precision blenders. To learn more about how Reed Custom Soils can serve you, call toll-free 1-800-924-5335 or head to reedcustomsoils.com.
Take me home, country roads. John Denver echoing around the ballpark. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Wareham leads 1-0 over Bourne. Heading into the bottom half of inning number 2, Cam. You go back to last night. Well, this was the exact frame where the Braves were able to break through And they've got a home run hitter coming up in Christopher Brito, the designated hitter from Rutgers. 2 long balls on the season, so a big important frame for Matt Jason. Right-hander out of Indiana State will work against the righty hitter. Base is clear, no outs as we get the first pitch at the bottom of the second underway. Off the plate, breaking ball, count 1-0.
The most impressive part about that 1-2-3 first for Matt Jasek, he threw just 8 pitches, 6 of them strikes.
That's called efficiency. 1-0 offerings, a fastball right down Broadway, taken by Brito. Count even at 1-1. Beautiful sunny skies around Bourne Park tonight. 1-1 pitch, cut on and miss. Nice changeup. Elevated. That's strike 2. Another 1-2 down in the dirt. Count even at 2 apiece. Brito, a .203 hitter this season, batting out of the cleanup spot. The 2-2 popped out of play, foul territory side. Bourne Park, the home to Upper Cape Technical College as well. You look around the field here, of course, a couple kids screaming for the ball, but there's a few houses being built back here for school projects. How about that? The 2-2. Brito, ground ball over to Carter Graham at first. He fields it cleanly and steps on the bag. 1 down. 1 away. Here's Joshua Moylan,
baseman, number 32,
left-handed hitter out of East Carolina.
Moylan.
Hitting just .179 this season, went 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter in last night's ball game. Does have 1 home run this season. Right on left, 1 away, bottom second. First pitch from Jasek. Cut on and miss, fastball outer half. 0-1.
A returning Bourne Brave as well. 21 games for the Bravos last year, 180 average, tallied at least 1 hit in 9 games.
Working against the former Bourne pitcher on the mound too, the 0-1. Grounded right over to Carter Graham once again. He's getting his work over at first in this inning alone. Back-to-back ground outs as he steps on the bag to retire Moylan. 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Wareham leading it by a run.
3 groundouts forced by Matt Jasek, and he's still under 20 pitches. It's a good sign to see a guy out there that's really efficient in his outings. At Indiana State, he had an outing against Valpo where 8 innings, perfect baseball, only 83 pitches.
Gave up that first hit to the first batter in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to Wyatt Hensler, third baseman from Penn. Fastball taken for a strike over the heart of the plate. Jasek peering in towards home. Now comes set just along the belt. Base is empty, 2 down. He'll step off the rubber as time's called. Back-to-back groundouts to Carter Graham. At first, just put 2 away. The 0-1 pitch. Jasek puts a fastball on the outer half, grounded third base side to Anderson. His throw just in time for Carter Graham to pick the glove in the air and reel it back in. 1-2-3 inning for Matt Jasek. He's retired all 6, and we go to the top of the 3rd. Wareham leads 1-0 over Bourne. We'll be back for more Gateman baseball when we return to the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Want your daily dose of news? Lucky for you, Wareham, Sipicon, and now Dartmouth Week has you covered. Whether you live in Wareham or in the surrounding areas, you can count on up-to-date news on sports, schools, and even the fine arts, courtesy of the partnership between Wareham, Sipicon, and Dartmouth Week. Head to theweektoday.com and search Wareham, Sipicon, or Dartmouth for more.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Back for the top of the third on the Gateman Broadcast Network. Wareham leads Bourne on this July 4th matchup from Doran Park, 1-0. A first-inning solo homer from Hogan Windish has really been the only offense we've seen from either team. The only hit in this game so far. It'll be 9-1-2. Due up in the Gateman order, led off by Peter Burns, the catcher from Boston College. Burns didn't see action last night. Behind the plate today. First pitch from the right-hander Bryce Cunningham. Call strike one on the outer half as the righty from Vandy looks to strike out his fourth batter in a row. Retired the side in the second. Righty on lefty. 0-1 pitch. Burnsy, line shot out of play. First base side, foul. 0-2.
Peter Burns against Yarmouth Dennis just a couple days ago when he did garner a start, 0-for-3 with a walk. Made a few great defensive plays that kept Whitey off the board as they got runners in scoring position.
A native of Reading, Massachusetts. Cunningham, 6'5" on the bump. Turns and deals the 0-2. Skipping in, it's ball one. Burns, meanwhile, at the plate, 5'10". So a little bit of a height difference there. Base is empty, no outs, as we just get the third inning underway. Cunningham peering in towards home. Offers up the 1-2. Cut on and miss. Off speed that trailed away. Good-looking breaking ball from Cunningham will retire Peter Burns. And boy, Cam, to say that Cunningham is feeling it right now will be the understatement. 4 straight batters retired on strikes.
It's ironic he turned away from the fastball, which gave up the home run to Hogan Windish, and he's got Blake Wright, Diodati, Padilla, Burns. They're all chasing his breaking ball.
We go back to the top of the order. And Ryan Campos from Arizona State, 0-for-1 tonight. A fly out to center field back in the first. Wind rolling out to dead center. First pitch. The lefty Campos takes strike one, outer half. Fastball. Campos digging in his back left foot. It's nearly on the back line of the batter's box. Cunningham, the glove resting just in front of his face. He likes the pitch, the 0-1. Breaking ball in the opposite side box. Count even at 1 apiece.
Ryan Campos, 11 of his 13 hits against righties on the bump, a .268 average. That's a positive sign for a Gateman team that looks at Campos against lefties and says, okay, 153 average. Well, we like righties on the bump against the Arizona State Sun Devil more.
1-1 pitch. Misses up high for ball 2. Interesting makeup here at Doran Park that I really didn't recognize till we got here, but the entire first base line empty, no stands. There's really a sandy ground with some mulch mixed in. Looks like they've tried to go gravel a couple times, sand once, maybe mulch 1 year. Just couldn't make up their mind. The 2-1 pitch, Campos lifts it out. So there's a mixture of a ground over here, but no seating. Whereas you look on the first base side and you think Cape Cod baseball on July 4th, it is packed over there, Cam. I don't see any green grass open.
Fold-out chairs, just people honed in on the game, and that's all the way past the dugouts. They're filling the berm and even down the left field line.
Looks like an outdoor concert over there.
Yeah.
The 2-2 pitch to Campos. Put on the ground back of the middle. Harris moves over from short from behind the second base bag. He makes the throw in time. That's 2 outs in the top of the third. Gateman leading 1-0.
You talk about Bryce Cunningham settling in, and yeah, you could say, okay, struck out 4 straight, then forced a ground out. But the pop-up at the end of the first, I think that's the most impressive part. And now he's retired 6 straight, and now he's got to face his kryptonite, his only kryptonite today.
Hogan Windish, a solo homer back in the first inning to left center field. Wind blowing hard, first pitch, fastball outer half. 0-1. We talk about the wind coming in. Kim, you really felt it there. It's 395 to center, just 330 feet to left. And Windish likes that as a right-handed hitter. 1-0 offering. Misses outside. Check swing. First base umpire Billy Rogers says he did not go.
It's what separates Hogan Windish. He's not going to chase on a ball out of the zone, or he rarely will.
Righty on righty. Base is empty, 2 down, top third. 2-0 pitch. Windish lays off the off speed, but it finds its way in the zone. Strike one called in the lower half. Cunningham turns and deals. The 2-1. Off speed in the dirt. Breaking ball. 3-1 on Windish. The only hit allowed between the two teams is to the man at the plate, and it was a costly one. Homer back in the first. The 3-1 pitch. Grounded, third base side. The third baseman can't field it cleanly. Hensler's throw over just beats Windish to the bag. He initially bobbled it, was able to recollect himself and make the throw in time. We go to the bottom half of inning number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no men left on for the Gatemen. Yet they still lead it 1-0 over Bourne. We'll be back for more Wareham baseball. We return to the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Continuing with our corporate sponsors, we also want to recognize and thank Franklin Sports, Cape Destinations, Sullivan Tire, Highline Cruises, Barnstable Bats, Sunderland Printing, Axis Bats, Cape Space, Christmas Tree Shops, UFOs, T-Mobile, Boston Better Business Bureau, Fairway Financial, Rogers Gray, and of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support.
Gateman Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
With the Gatemen leading by a run, this game still well within reach of either team. To the bottom of the third inning we go, and last night's home run hitter is at the plate. Evan Slight, the left fielder from Rutgers. Righty on lefty, Jacek first pitch. Off speed, taken for strike one in the top half of the zone. Slight hit just his second home run of the season in the second inning yesterday at Spillane Field in Wareham. A 2-run blast. The 0-1 offering. Jacek just misses inside on the fastball. Count even at 1-1. But Cam, that 2-run homer in the second would be enough, with that last night's ball game ending in a 2-2 tie. The second time this season the two teams have met each other and tied at the exact same score. 1-1 pitch, grounded back over the middle, right, ranging from short. He makes a throw on the run. One away as Graham reels it in.
So now that's 4 straight ground balls forced by Matt Jacek. 5 total, along with a few flyouts. 7 up, 7 down, and he has his stuff going. Doing a really good job of this pitch sequence, forcing poor contact and a lot of the times contact on the ground.
Carson Roccaforte, center fielder from Louisiana Lafayette, the Ragin' Cajuns.
Oof.
Righty on lefty. Roccaforte, a 139 hitter. First pitch, change up, misses outside and up. Count 1-0.
I love that mascot.
The Ragin' Cajuns?
Love it. The Ragin' makes it better. If it was just the Lafayette Cajuns, I wouldn't like it as much.
1-0 pitch, down low. Count 2 balls, no strikes, with the bases empty and 1 down. Well, if you've ever been to Louisiana, which I have a couple times now, boy, they are raging down there. Those folks do it different, down in, especially in the New Orleans area. Oh, my goodness. Bourbon Street on New Year's Eve 2018. What a time. The 2-0 toss, grounded foul, first base side, strike one. It was really cold, I remember, because I was down there for a football game. It was Clemson, Alabama, in the College Football Playoff, playing at the Superdome, which is a really cool stadium to experience. But they played on New Year's Eve night, 2017 going into 2018. 2-1 pitch from Jacek, fastball inside half, but called strike 2 on Roccaforte. Count 2-2 to the lefty hitter. Wild time, it was freezing cold though, so my father and I are down there. We go out exploring, in the French Quarter and things like that. We almost froze to death. Jacek, 2-2 punch, grounded over to second base. Padilla's there between the right field gap, makes the throw. That's 2 down.
So now I'm wondering, as Alan Espinal steps up after out of Vanderbilt,
Catcher number 31
remind me, was that the
Alan
game in which
Espinal.
Alabama won and then the story of Tua Tagovailoa came true, or was that Clemson's year?
No, Bama won that game.
Yeah, and that was the year in which
they went
Tua
on
Tagovailoa won the game in overtime, right? Yeah.
Righty on righty. Here's Espinal. First pitch. Fastball taken for a strike in the top half. As Cam said, the catcher out of Vanderbilt. Just 1 for 15 through his first 8 games on the Cape. Jacek comes set at the belt. Base is empty, 2 down. 0-1 pitch. Dives in the dirt. Count even at 1-1. Yeah, the interesting part about the Superdome is their press box is all the way at the top of the ceiling. So you're all the way up there looking down. It's a really, really neat view. But they have all these TVs that strand across the top. It was honestly a pretty neat venue. 1-1 offered. Cut through and missed. Strike 2, Espinal. Down 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away.
Now I have to ask you, did you have a beignet?
I did have a beignet. Cafe du Monde. Of course, that's a staple down in New Orleans. I've now gone there twice because I was back through that area 2 years ago. And I had Cafe du Monde beignet. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the outer half. Fastball gets by Espinal. And Matt Jacek will strike out his first batter of the ball game, but, well, it doesn't matter. For the first time through the order, he's yet to give up a hit to Bourne. We go to the top of the 4th. Gateman leading 1-0 over Bourne. Back for more Gateman baseball. We return to the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Whether it's life insurance to safeguard your loved ones, an umbrella policy to protect your teen driver, or making sure your home is covered from storm damage, Rogers Gray is there to guide you. Insurance is more than just a box to check. Trust Rogers Gray, a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
Looking for a turnkey rental experience on the Cape? Gibson Sotheby's International Realty has a dedicated team of rental professionals ready to provide homeowners and guests with exceptional service. For Cape Cod rentals, nothing compares. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
We go to the top of the 4th inning. Wareham still holding strong, leading 1-0 over Bourne. A solo homer in the first from Hogan Windish has been the only hit in this game. Meanwhile, it's Max Anderson to lead things off for the Gatemen. Bryce Cunningham, the right-hander, remains on the bump for Bourne. First pitch, fastball taken for strike 1, inside half of the plate. Cunningham Cam has just been on a tear as of late. Since giving up that home run, the only batter to reach was Carter Graham with a walk. The 0-1 offer. Cut on and missed. Fastball outside. Anderson gave chase 2. Four strikeouts to his credit. Cunningham looking for number 5. Turns and deals the 0-2. Popped up out of play, first base side, and it hits off the stadium light. My goodness, it ricocheted back onto the field. Thankfully, they've got those covers on those light bulbs up there, else we would have seen broken glass fall down. That's a new one for me, Cameron Ezeir.
I have never seen a stadium like it hit by a baseball before, because first off, you need perfect placement with the lights behind the dugouts if it is a foul ball. Wow.
Base is clear, no outs. The 0-2 punch, cut on and miss. Fastball upstairs will retire Anderson. The 5th strikeout of the ball game for Bryce Cunningham puts one away in the top of the 4th.
Cade, 8 straight batters retired for Bryce Cunningham after walking Carter Graham, and then you don't even take into account the ground out to Max Anderson, so now that's 9 out of the last 10 with 5 strikeouts in between.
Well, the last batter to not be retired from Cunningham, like you said, is Carter Graham. He's at the plate. The 1-out pitch. The right-hander swings through it. Fastball outside. 0-1. A walk back in the 1st for Graham. Second for Yanni he's drawn this season. Righty on righty. Defensively set standard. 0-1. Lifted into left. Slight on the track. He'll now take a few steps forward. That's out number 2 in his glove.
And after the first, you wondered, okay, Bryce Cunningham's pitch count is slowly and surely rising, but now he's about to throw his 50th pitch, and he's already threw 3 2/3, and number 50 will be the first one to Kellum Clark, who popped out to end the first, and all of a sudden, Cunningham's outing is looking a whole lot better.
The right fielder from Mississippi State, 0 for 1. Base is empty, 2 gone. The pitch, fastball, taken for a strike, up and in. Count 0-1 to Clark. Clark in last night's ball game 3 for 4 as he fouls off a fastball to the backstop. Count 0-2.
And Cade, that ended a 3-game stretch where he was 0 for his last 9. So it was a good sight to see Kellum Clark get off the schneid.
2 down, top of the 4th. Wareham leading 1-0. Clark steps back in the box. Cunningham from the bump, righty on lefty. Ahead in the count, 0-2. The pitch. Fastball misses outside for ball 1. The 1-2 offer. Cut on and miss. Chased away. The changeup did Kellum Clark. 6 strikeouts for Bryce Cunningham through 4 innings of work. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. Gatemen lead 1-0. Can Matt Jasek continue his dominant start? We'll find out when we return from our Wareham baseball on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
What's up, Gatemen fans? Looking for Wareham jerseys, shirts, and hats? You can find all of that and more online at gateman.org/shop. Visit to get all your Gateman gear today.
Hey Gateman fans, don't miss out as the Wareham Gatemen head to Worcester, Mass. to take on the Bourne Braves at Polar Park, the home of the Worcester Red Sox. This special game at Polar Park takes place Monday, July 25th with a 6:45 first pitch. Tickets start at just $10, so head to gateman.org to get yours today.
The 2022 Cape Cod Baseball League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Wareham Gatemen on Saturday, July 23rd. Join the CCBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization here at Spillane Field. Gates open at 2 p.m., Home Run Derby will begin at 5, and first pitch is at 6:05 p.m. Tickets will be available through the league and Gateman website.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Wareham leads Bourne on the road, 1-0. Back at the top of the order for the Braves in Dakota Harris. The Tennessee commit playing shortstop today at Polk State College. He's 0 for 1, a fly out to left back in the 1st. Matt Jasek back on the bump. He's pieced together 3 straight 1-2-3 innings. And his 31st pitch of the ball game is fouled off to the left side, a fastball. 31 pitches, Cam, 23 strikes. You do the math, that's over 70% strikes from Jasek this afternoon. That's about as good as it gets. The 0-1. Fastball dives in. Misses the zone, count even at 1-1.
One of the rare times that you'll say misses the zone today. Jasek is in a groove.
Righty on lefty to the switch hitter in Dakota Harris. The 1-1 pitch. Down low in the dirt. Ball 2. Wind picking up. We're looking at double-digit speeds. Last time I checked, 13 miles per hour is what my weather app said. The 2-1 toss. Harris takes strike 2, called inside. Fastball in her half. 2 balls, 2 strike the count. Jason looking for his second strikeout. 2-2 pitch, called in the bottom half. Fastball will sit down Dakota Harris, and there it is. Back-to-back K's carrying over from the end of the third for Matt Jasek. 1 down, the bottom of the fourth.
So Dakota Harris strikes out for the 12th time this season, but more importantly, if you take into account the previous 2 starts for Jasek and this one, 13 strikeouts to just 1 walk.
Here's Matt Shaw, first pitch fouled off by the Maryland Terrapin. He's 0 for 1 today. He's down in the count. 0-1. Ground out to Max Anderson at third, back in the first inning. Wareham leads 1-0. That's been our score since the second batter of this ball game, a Windish homer in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball taken for strike 2, over the heart of the plate. So the Cape leads batting average leader as of today. 0 for 1 so far. He's down in the count, 0-2. Jasek comes set of the belt. 0-2 punch. Popped out, first base side once again.
Matt Shaw has been on base in every single game so far this summer, and he's carried it over to a Maryland Terrapin team that's really excited to have him. 3rd in home runs this past season in terms of a single season total.
0-2 offering. Fastball called, strike 3. Elevated in the zone, outer half. Shaw thought it was outside. Jasek was happy it wasn't. 2 down in the inning. Back-to-back Ks this frame. Make it 3 in a row for Matt Jasek.
So, Cade, I brought up the home run total, 22 this past spring for Shaw, because he has home run power. But Matt Jasek just sat him down with a pitch that he's been focusing on most this game.
First pitch of Jack Duffy, swung through, called strike 1 in the inner half. 2 gone, bottom 4th. Wareham leading 1-0. Jasek peering in, righty on lefty. Duffy 0 for 1 today with a center field flyout. 0-1 pitch. Rocket shot into right center field. That'll fall for a base hit at the feet of Owen Diodati. Well, a 2-out single from Duffy breaks out the no-hit bid in the bottom half of the 4th for Matt Jasek.
Area immediately, please. I repeat, all children, please leave the construction area immediately. Parents, please keep them out of the construction areas.
Well, Jasek,
thank you for your cooperation.
You can't help but say an incredible start that he's had. PA announcer, you probably just heard him on the broadcast asking all the kids to stay out of the construction areas behind us. A few foul balls getting over there, and the kids just wanting a souvenir. Here's Christopher Brito, the second baseman from Rutgers, with the man on at first. 2 down the inning, the pitch. Down in the dirt from Jasek, count 1-0. Brito a ground out, first base back in the second inning. A Scarlet Knights team that won over 40 games this spring, just lost in the Big Ten Tournament Championship, and somehow missed out on the big dance. That was my biggest snub this season. 1-0, have to wait, pick off to first, back in time is Duffy, with 2 gone in the inning. Brito, 2 home runs this season. 1 here would give Bourne the go-ahead lead. Bottom 4th inning, the Braves trail Wareham 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Called, fastball, strike 1, right down Broadway. Count even at 1 apiece.
32 strikes, 11 balls for Matt Jasek.
That'll play. Dominant stuff so far from the Indiana State right-hander. Well, the man on it first, that's Duffy. 2 down in the inning. The 1-1. Fastball, lower half of the zone, called strike 2. And for Matt Jasek, I think more times than not, Cam, today it hasn't been a ton of swing and miss stuff. It's been stuff that's caught hitters just looking at the strike zone.
He's picking out his locations really well, not just on the fastball, but when he turns to an off-speed pitch, still locates.
Duffy inches off of first. 2 down the inning, runner goes, the 1-2 pitch, misses down low, the throw down to second, got him. Don't run on Peter Burns. And that's the end of the 4th. Duffy's caught stealing second base, and Wareham holds strong. A 1-run lead for the Gatemen heading in the top of the 5th. We'll be back for more Wareham baseball when we return to the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Gibson.
If you or a family member have been hurt at work, don't wait for the insurance company to discontinue your benefits or deny you medical treatment. Get an experienced workers' compensation attorney now before it's too late. The lawyers at Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP, have been practicing workers' compensation law for many years and are experts in the field of workers' compensation law. Having the advantage of retaining an attorney early on may make all the difference in your case. Know your rights. Be prepared and contact Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham and 2318 Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website www.rkm-law.com. With competitive pay, state-of-the-art facilities, and opportunities in service, sales, accounting, HR, marketing, IT, and more, a job at Milton Cat, the Northeast Caterpillar dealer, is more than a career choice. It's a choice career. Visit miltoncat.com/careers to join their growing team.
We go to the top of the fifth inning. Wareham on the road leads Bourne 1-0. It's 6-7-8 to open the Gateman order, led off by Blake Wright. Cunningham, the starter, turns and deals. First pitch, lifted into right center field. Ranging over is the right fielder Duffy with the sun in his eyes. He's got the shades on. He'll make the grab. One away. Well, first pitch fly out for Blake Wright just continues a string of dominance for Bryce Cunningham after some early struggles.
He has now retired 11 straight after giving up a solo shot in the first and walking Carter Graham. Looks sensational on the mound with his locations and his pitch sequencing.
Here's Owen Diodati. The center fielder will foul off first fastball he sees to the left side. Count 0-1. Struck out back in the second inning. One of 6 strikeouts to Cunningham's credit is the former Alabama Crimson Tider. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses up and away. Count even at 1-1. Isaiah Farmer spent 3 years in Tuscaloosa. This fall, he's headed to the West Coast, transferring to Oregon. One down, base is empty. 1-1 pitch to Diodati. Changeup finds its way across the bottom half of the zone. Strike 2.
If he's able to locate that breaking ball low, it's going to be really tough to hit because he focuses more on elevated fastballs, does Bryce Cunningham. So if he can attack top to bottom, well, that's tough.
The 1-2 offering. Diodati sees it away, letters high. Outside, ball 2. Happy July 4th to you and yours, however you may be celebrating. The 1-out pitch with a 2-2 count. Rocked high in the air, left center field. Roccaforte ranging now into left center field at the warning track. His back is just along the banners on the fence. He makes the grab. That's 2 down.
Second baseman, number 4.
That ball traveled a great distance, Cam, but even with the wind, it just wasn't enough to push it over.
That was probably the best contact for a Gateman hitter, and Diodati was reading a fastball, and it just caught up on his bat a little bit.
Right on right, here's Brian Padilla, the second baseman, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. With 2 gone, the pitch, cut on and miss, fastball went by him. While I would beg to argue that maybe the best contact today so far has been Hogan Windish, his solo homer back in the first inning. The 0-1 offering, Padilla fouls it back into the netting. A few people behind it flinching, thinking it won't stop. 0-2. It's always one of my favorite things to see. Is baseball flying at you. You're sitting behind the netting. People still have those reflexes. Base is clear, 2 down in the inning. The 0-2 pitch. Padilla softly lifts it on the ground over to the first base side. Moylan's there. He'll step on the bag himself for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Bryce Cunningham. That's his 4th frame in a row, retiring the Gateman in order. Yet that first inning homer from Windish still appears to be enough. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 1-0 Wareham. We return for more Gateman baseball on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, including new majors in environmental science, sport and recreation management, graphic design, marketing, and computer science. Online at curry.edu.
Catchers aren't the only ones protecting home. With Rogers Gray, you have more coastal homeowners insurance options and a true expertise in their people. Protect your home with Rogers Gray. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at rogersgray.com.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. We offer over 400 different beverage choices on Cape Cod to quench every thirst, and more than 150 of those are low or no-calorie options.
Back for the bottom of the fifth inning. If you were with us in the first, you heard the difference maker in this one. A solo homer from Hogan Windish. Back in the first inning, just the second batter of this game went yard. But since, well, only one hit combined between the two teams. And that was moments ago before the fourth inning ended by Jack Duffy of Bourne. So one hit apiece for these two teams. Gateman leading 1-0. Cam, so far pitching has been the early dominance here tonight.
This is the definition of a true pitching duel, especially when you're able to string across so many 1, 2, 3 innings, whether it's location or sequencing with fastballs and off speeds. Both these pitchers are in their grooves.
Here's Christopher Brito, the designated hitter from Rutgers, out of the cleanup spot. First pitch from Jasek, put on the ground towards short. Blake Wright scoops it up on a couple hops. His throw to Carter Graham in time. 1 away.
What's crazy is, although Jasek has given up that one hit, it led to nothing, actually a pickoff. So Matt Jasek has faced the minimum now as we're venturing into the fifth.
One down in the inning. There's Joshua Moylan. Like you said, Cam, just 3 strikeouts today for Matt Jasek. A lot of balls been put on the ground, but still just has found a way to avoid getting hit. Pitch down low, swung through from Moylan. Changeup, nothing in 1 the count. He's 0 for 1. Ground out to first base back in the second inning. Now bottom 5 with 1 away. The 0-1 offering. Fastball just misses the bottom half. Jasek couldn't believe it. Count even at 1 apiece. Jasek comes set of the belt. 1-1 offering. The lefty hitter swings through a slider pitch in the dirt for strike 2. Wind rolling across Doran Park tonight. Sun just beginning to set. Plenty of those still left in the sky. The 1-2. Fastball called strike 3. Inside corner dotted by Matt Jasek, his 4th of the ball game. That puts 2 outs on the board in the bottom half of the fifth.
Quick story to tell about Matt Jasek. He followed Harvey Shapiro to Bourne last year and now Wareham this season. His head coach at Indiana State, Mitch Hannas, was a Cape League All-Star in 1988 for the YD Red Sox when Harvey Shapiro was in his first year in Cape League Baseball as an assistant coach. So that's why Jasek went to Bourne last year and why he's in Wareham this season.
Well, first pitch now to Wyatt Hensler. Misses inside, count 1-0. You never know who you're going to cross paths with now versus how it'll play out in the future. The 1-0 pitch, skied to right. Backing up on it is Clark. At the fence, he makes the grab for the 3rd and final out of the inning. We're through 5 at Doran Park, and the Gatemen lead it 1-0 over Bourne. We're back for the 6th, and more action. We return for Wareham Baseball on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. List your home with Eastern Massachusetts' premier real estate firm. Don't just get it on the market, get it the attention it deserves. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve, and that's why they go above and beyond for our active duty military, veterans, and first responders. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
We go to the top of the 6th. Wareham leads a close one, 1-0. If you showed up for offense, you found the wrong game. Pitching has dominated this one outside of one mistake from Vanderbilt right-hander Bryce Cunningham. That was a solo homer to Hogan Windish in the first. Outside of that, pitching has been strong on both sides of the ball tonight. You go back last night, the two teams tied at 2 to end it, but left a combined 19 runners on base. So far through 5 innings, they've totaled 1 combined left on base. We go to the top of the 6th. Here's Peter Burns to lead things off, the catcher from Boston College. First pitch from Cunningham. Fastball doesn't dot the outside corner. Count 1-0.
Matt Jasek has faced the minimum. Bryce Cunningham just 2 over the minimum.
1 hit apiece. The 1-0 pitch to Burnsy. Skied, shallow center field. Charging is Rocafort. He's there. 1 down in the bottom half, or make that top half of the 6th.
The designated hitter, number 11 out of Arizona State.
That'll take us back around to the top of the order, and Ryan Campos. The designated hitter 0 for 2 tonight, a fly out and a ground out. Last time we saw him back in the 3rd. Righty on lefty, first pitch from Cunningham. Falls away, count 1-0. Now, Cam, you know I'm a sucker for hometowns and where all these people here on this small portion of the country are from. I expected over 1 million folks are on Cape Cod for July 4th weekend. 1-0 pitch, Campos skied it into left. Slight, backing up, he's there, 2 down. I look at a guy like Bryce Cunningham from the small town of Headland, Alabama. Population 3,500. It's right there on the southeastern tip of the state of Alabama. So a very small town kid goes up to Vanderbilt in Nashville. Starts 6 games this spring for Tim Corbin's squad. Now he's here in Cape Cod. Man, where this game will take him. 2 down, top 6. Here's Hogan Windish. First pitch on the way. Tonight's home run hitter lets a changeup miss inside. Count 1-0. Windish, the only hit for the Gatemen today. The 1-0 pitch, fastball, paints the inside half. Count even at 1-1. Cam, you a San Diego native, now going to Syracuse myself, South Carolina born and bred. The 1-1 offering. Down the dirt, ball 2.
It's always special to look back to where you're from and know how it enhanced you as a person, and for us too in the broadcasting industry, and for Cunningham the baseball diamond.
The 2-1 pitch. Windish takes a called strike 2. The lower half of the zone. In on it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. Top 6. Base is empty. Gateman leading 1-0. Righty on righty. The 2-2. Fouled off. Back to the catcher. Staying alive is Windish on 2 strikes. His 3rd home run of the season back in the 1st inning. 2nd this week. Hit a solo shot just a couple of nights ago at Dartmouth Dennis. 330 to left, 395 to center, with the wind rolling off the outfield wall from home plate. The hitter's part tonight. Cunningham trying to polish off the 6th. 2 down, top half. Gateman leading 1-0. The 2-2 pitch, cut on and missed. Fastball swung through by Windish. And that's now 7 strikeouts today for Bryce Cunningham through 7, make that 6 innings pitched. We go to the bottom half. Gateman lead it by a run. We'll be back for more Wareham baseball. We return to the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Tickets are still
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all 10 Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves, courtesy of Franklin Sports. Cape Cod to the major leagues. Only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves. As a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League, the Mass State Lottery is celebrating the games we love playing, from the baseball diamond to the mini lottery games that help support all 351 cities and towns across the Commonwealth. So here's to 50 years of winning and 50 more.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod Coca-Cola has been proudly refreshing the community for over 30 years, and we're honored to support the CCBL and many other wonderful organizations on the Cape.
We begin the bottom half of inning number 6 tonight. Wareham leads Bourne 1-0. As 7, 8, 9s due up in their order, but first off, let's look at a player who changed last night's game with one swing. He can do it again tonight. It's Evan Slight from Rutgers. First pitch from Jasek. Cut on and missed. The change-up pitch got past him. Matt Jasek starting his 6th inning of work. That would be a new season high as long as he records one out. Went 5 frames in his last start against Falmouth. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball. Rise the letters inside, count even at 1 apiece. Slight 0 for 1 tonight, a ground out back in the 3rd. Jasek comes set of the belt, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded, up and over the glove of Brian Padilla at second. He had come down on one knee to field it, and it just cleared him right over on a weird hop. It'll roll into right field and be a leadoff single in the bottom half of the 6th.
Well, there's your introduction to the Doran Park Turf Monsters that knocked it up on that roller over to the right side of the infield, and another single that makes it now just 2 hits for the Bourne Braves. A bit lucky there for a team that has not been lucky this entire game. They've folded at the hands of Matt Jasek.
Jasek working against Roccaforte. Righty on lefty. He'll throw a pickoff over to first. Diving back in is Slight. He's there safely. Well, the tying run is on the base pass for just the 2nd time tonight for Bourne. Previous runner was caught stealing. But pitch to Roccaforte. Fouled off. Catching gear of Peter Burns. Count 0-1. Nothing in 1. The early count to Roccaforte. The pitch. Jasek misses down in the dirt. Count even at 1 apiece. Roccaforte out of Louisiana Lafayette. 0 for 1 tonight. He's a 139 hitter this season. Creeping off of first is Slight. No out. Bottom of the 6th. Gateman leading 1-0. The 1-1 toss. Put on the ground. Back up the middle base hit. Into center field, it'll roll. Slight initially is going to hold up at second. He now turns on the Jets to third, and runners are on the corners with no outs in the bottom of the 6th inning for Bourne as they trail by just 1. The tying man now 90 feet from home at third base.
Bit unlucky. Matt Jasek, prior to this inning, had retired so many by way of a ground ball, 7 to be exact, and now that'll elicit a mound visit from pitching coach Eddie Marco, who's probably just telling him, hey, you've been so good up to this point. Few ground balls, got out of the infield. It's fine. You still have the stuff to keep this at a 1-0 ball game.
Marco walking out to have that conversation with Jasek. The first 2 batters face in this 6th inning have both gotten base hits. Evan Slight just 1-hopped. Brian Padilla at second on a weird hop off the dirt. That initially got him on the base pass. Following that up, Roccaforte line 1 back up the middle to put him in on the corners. The speed of Slight got him all the way around to third. Alan Espinal, the catcher from Vanderbilt, coming up, which I believe in this spot is a player you would want to face, a player who is just 1 for 16 to start this season, now in his 9th game of the summer. Espinal, one of the Vandy boys. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout back in the 3rd. 1 of 4 strikeouts to Jason's credit. One here could be big. Put one out on the board and hopefully come up with the double play from the top of the order. Men on the corners, no outs. Gateman leading by just a single run. First pitch to Espinal. Runner goes down low in the dirt. Burns a throw down to 3rd. It got him. Peter Burns, a great play where Bourne tried to do a little trickery and go for the double steal. But Evan Slight is caught off the 3rd base bag. He's out. Rocafort gets the stolen base to 2nd.
Wow, that's why you have Peter Burns back there. Leaped up and didn't even look over to 2nd. Smart move. I don't think he would have had a play. And it's also smart because you throw it down that way and a run probably comes in to score. So actually Bourne tried to be tricky. They tricked themselves.
Runner at 2nd, Rocafort. Count 0-1 on Espinal. Righty on righty. Jasek now in a much better spot. Tying run at 2nd with 1 down. Throw back to 2nd, and Padilla's going to tag him out. No, he's not. Oh, my goodness. The foot must have just gotten there in time. That's one I can't believe. The throw was there by a mile. That throw, if it had been there on Saturday, the base runner's not getting there till the following Tuesday. There was plenty of time there, but just sticking his foot in was Rocafort. A huge, huge missed opportunity right there. My, oh, my. Back to the batter at the plate in Espinal. 0-1 pitch, swung through for strike 2.
Still shell-shocked. I think Brian Padilla got him in time, but of course it's not my call to make, and now Jasek in a good position with an 0-2 count.
Well, what he did, the runner got the foot back to the bag, whereas Padilla just waited at the base to tag him. He should have gone out after him and tried to go for the pickle. The 0-2, Espinal grounds it foul off the plate to stay alive on 2 strikes. Good heads-up play, though, from Rocafort. He saw, hey, Padilla's waiting on me to get back to the bag. I'm just going to stick my foot in and hope for the best there. One down, bottom 6. Tying run at 2nd. The 0-2 offer. Espinal is going to look at strike 3 call. Fastball inside half. 2 down in the inning. Make it 5 strikeouts this afternoon for Matt Jasek.
Good response from Matt Jasek. I think beside his technique and his intangibles on the mound, it's just his mentality. What he brings to the Sycamores back in the collegiate level and what he's always brought to this Gateman team this season.
Time call by Peter Burns to go out and have a conversation with Jasek. Gateman leading 1-0. A homer in the first from Hogan Windish. The only hit for Wareham today. 3 hits so far for the Braves. They haven't been able to bring across a run. Had men on the corners with no outs. And now, after a pickoff caught stealing by Peter Burns, took the runner off 3rd. Rocafort stole 2nd. Espinal with the strikeout back at the top of the order. 2 down. And the tying run in scoring position at 2nd base. Here's Dakota Harris. Shortstop 0 for 2. First pitch, fouled off the plate and off his own body. Count 0-1. Oh, 1 offering. Harris swings through a beautiful slider pitch for strike 2. Runner remains at 2nd as the ball got away from Peter Burns there for a moment. He was quickly there to recollect. Top of the order at the plate. The Bourne Braves have a runner in scoring position for the first time tonight. Bottom of the 6th, they trail 1-0. Jasek comes set of the belt. And the 0-2 offering. Foul back. We'll see it once again. Fastball in the top half. Just across the letters. Harris sent back to the backstop.
Be pitch number 66 for Jacek today. 49 strikes, 16 balls.
Jacek, the 0-2. Rides up and in. Did it hit him? Yes, it did. Just clipped the jersey of Dakota Harris on the shoulder. That's the first hit batter of the night from Matt Jacek. Runners are at first and second with 2 down for the top hitter in the Cape, Matt Shaw. A 367 average coming into this one. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Last plate appearance, strikeout back in the 4th. A huge spot right now for both teams. Can Jacek seal the deal and finish off 6 strong innings? Or does Bourne finally break through? Runners at first and second, 2 away. The pitch, foul back. 0-1 the count. Righty on righty. Shaw out of Maryland. Jacek, 0-1 pitch. Fastball, foul back. Ricocheting off the backstop netting. Count 0-2. This is the type of atmosphere that personally I felt like was consistent throughout last night's game that ended in a 2-2 tie. Right now, Gateman lead it 1-0. Jacek comes set. Runners at first and second, 2 down. The 0-2. Check swing fouled off back towards the Gateman dugout. A great baseball game between 2 teams that are hungry for a victory over each other. They've tied twice this season. Jacek, the 0-2 toss. Fastball misses up and in for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes to the 2-hole hitter for the Bourne Braves. Rocafort at second, Harris on at first. 2 down, bottom 6. The 1-2. Grounded right to Padilla at second base. He steps on the bag, and that's the inning. 2 men left on base by Bourne. An incredible job for Matt Jacek throughout this game. 6 strong innings for the Indiana State right-hander. 5 strikeouts with 3 hits allowed. We're through 6, and the Gatemen lead 1-0 over Bourne. We'll be back for more Wareham baseball. We return to the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Finding a good personal injury attorney is very difficult. If you or your family member have been involved in an accident, hurt at work, suffered a slip and fall, or have been injured due to negligence of someone else, contact the lawyers at Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. They are experienced trial attorneys who practice in all of the courts in the Commonwealth. The firm has been recognized by Best Lawyers in America for outstanding legal representation. Contact Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham and 2318 Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website www.rkm-law.com.
We're back for the top of the 7th inning. Wareham leads Bourne 1-0. A homer in the first inning from Hogan Windish was enough. Our scoreboard's just been turned off in right field. It's back on now. Here's Max Anderson, the 3rd baseman out of Nebraska, working against the Vanderbilt right-hander Bryce Cunningham, what is soon to be his 7th inning of action. Anderson 0 for 2 today. First pitch popped out of play behind home plate. Count 0-1. Cunningham peering in. It's righty on righty. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball back up the middle, base hit. Past the outstretched glove of Dakota Harris. The shortstop and into center field. That's a leadoff single for Max Anderson, his first hit today.
First baseman number 40.
Carter
out of
Graham
Stanford,
steps up,
Carter
the first baseman
Graham.
from Stanford. 0 for 1 today with the walk. Cade Crenshaw. We've got a guest on the broadcast, Claire Foley, with us. Now, Claire, you caught up with Carter just before today's game. Got his first hits as a Gateman last night, which felt good. A multi-hit game for him. First pitch from Cunningham. Fouled off, back towards the third base side. But I know for him, it's July 4th. Most of the time you spend that with family. You caught up with him. Just how does he spend his Independence Day?
He said usually he's down by the water, either the beach or the lake. He said he likes spending time with some hometown friends, whether it's just barbecuing, out on the lake, playing some games. He mentioned spike ball, cornhole.
Spike ball is one of my favorites. I know you enjoy a good game of cornhole.
I do.
The 0-1 to Graham. Fastball taking the bottom half. Heart of the plate, nothing in 2. But also, he was a player who struggled in his first couple of games, but like we said, finally found his rhythm last night.
Yeah, that's right. He said he felt rusty in those first few appearances, but he did mention those batted balls in play, which we've talked about before.
The 0-2 pitch, skied out behind home plate, and Claire, you're right. He's not a player who struck out all that much through his first couple of games, as one lucky fan makes a catch. He was putting balls in the field, and they were laced out there. Pretty hard-hit baseballs from Carter Graham. Just finally found a hole last night. Anderson's on first. No outs. Top of the 7th. Cunningham comes set of the belt. The 0-2. Graham lines it out of play. Back over to the construction site behind right field.
And another thing I talked about with Carter was the defensive switches we've seen from this Gateman team.
Oh, yes.
And I asked if it's something he's comfortable with, and he said he really likes it because it's not something you typically get to do at the collegiate level.
We've seen him in first base, designated hitter, and in right field so far. The 0-2 to the cleanup man. Rides in, that hits him. Right off the wrist area, hand, tail it dinged.
He got hit last night, too.
Indeed, he did. He's been a magnet for baseballs against the Bourne Braves so far. That puts runners at first and second with no outs in the top of the 7th inning. Well, Claire, we have a mound visit coming on here for Cunningham, and I have to ask you, how do you typically spend your Independence Day? Of course, here tonight you're with us at Bourne Park, but let's say there's no baseball going on right now here today. Let's say it's an off day, much like tomorrow is. How would you spend it?
I would say probably similar to what Carter said. There's nothing better than summer day out on the lake, on the boat, listening to some music. Again, the cornhole, barbecue. Can't go wrong. But of course, nothing beats baseball.
Hey, you've got that right.
Day.
America's pastime on America's birthday. In the top of the 7th inning, Bryce Cunningham, after allowing a leadoff single to Max Anderson and hitting Carter Graham, he's put 2 runners on the base pass with no outs in a 1-run game, and his day is done. The call to the bullpen has been made by Scott Landers. We'll tell you about the new man on the bump for Bourne when we come back. Claire, thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for more Wareham baseball when we return to the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be a long-standing supporter of the Cape Cod Baseball League and its contribution to the local economy as a treasured summer attraction. Cape Cod 5 is a community bank serving customers throughout Cape Cod, the islands, and southeastern Massachusetts. Founded in 1855, the bank's mission is to enrich the lives of those it serves while contributing to the health and vitality of its communities. Cape Cod 5 provides a full range of banking solutions, including personal and business banking, residential mortgages, investment management, and trust services.
Red Shirt Fridays is a national program created to acknowledge, honor, and support our troops who put themselves in harm's way to defend our freedom. In support of this program, the Cape League teams will be wearing a specially designed red jersey every Friday. This week's special celebration of Red Shirt Friday is sponsored by Ezeir Hats, Massachusetts State Lottery, and OT Sports. Support our troops and join us by wearing red each Friday.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve, and that's why they go above and beyond for our active duty military and veterans. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Back at Bourne Park in the top of the 7th inning, the Gatemen are threatening. Runners at first and second, still no outs. Kellum Clark will come to the plate. He'll work against a new pitcher on the mound. It's the 6-foot, 170-pound right-hander Tyler Vogel from Jacksonville. His 5th appearance of the season, 6 1/3 under his belt, a 1.42 ERA, 6 strikeouts to 4 walks. It's righty on lefty. The starter Bryce Cunningham's day done. He's responsible for both men on base. First pitch to Kellum Clark. Shows bunt. Pulls back, takes strike 1 on a breaking ball inside. A 1 pitch. Clark shows bunt, lays it down, just rolls foul. Count 0-2. The second time this season that the Gatemen have faced Vogel. Go back to their first meeting on June 13th. He tossed an inning and 2/3 of 1-hit baseball. No runs, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Anderson at second. Graham on at first. No outs, top 7th inning. Wareham leading 1-0. Clark has showed bunt twice. He's down in the count 0-2. Anderson dancing off second. The pitch. Skips in. Good block from Espinal behind the plate to keep the runners at bay. Count 1-2 to Clark. Clark today 0 for 2 with a strikeout his last time up. Vogel, the right-hander, peers in. Runners at first and second, no outs. Gateman leading by a run. The 1-2. Clark put on the ground towards second base. Shaw flips for 1. Harris over to first, in time for 2. A 4-6-3 double play. Puts 2 down in the inning. Meanwhile, Max Anderson will move around to third as what would be a huge insurance run for the Gatemen.
Feel like we were broken records on yesterday's broadcast, is just begging for this Gateman team to bunt to get the runner over. The first 2 pitches, they result in strikes, so Kellum Clark doesn't have that option after trying to do just that, and hits into probably the worst case scenario, a double play.
Here's Blake Wright, 0 for 2 today, with a runner at third and 2 down in the inning. Gateman leading 1-0. Righty on righty, the pitch. Off-speed breaking ball, dots its way in the bottom half of the zone. Count 0-1. Wright, a strikeout back in the second, fly out to deep right field back in the 5th. Now top 7. He looks on. Vogel set. And the 0-1 offering. Breaking ball, dives in the dirt. Count even at 1 apiece. One run on 2 hits today for Wareham, nothing on 3 for Bourne. Vogel peers in towards home and deals the 1-1. Off-speed breaking ball clips the dirt yet again. Count 2-1. He's now thrown that same pitch, Cam, 3 straight times to Blake Wright. Only one's found the zone, though. Have to wonder if he lays off, goes back to the fastball. Anderson, just a few inches off the third base back. He's the big insurance run the Gatemen need. They lead it 1-0. With 2 down in the inning, the 2-1. Wright sees a fastball outside. Ball 3. Owen Diodati on deck, but it'll be up to Blake Wright to continue the top half of this 7th inning. Vogel. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball. Taking strike 2 in the lower half. The Gatemen could use a big hit right here from a kid in Blake Wright. The Bel Air, Florida native. Out of Clemson. with Anderson at third and 2 down the top of the 7th. Vogel comes set, fresh out of the pen. The right-hander deals the payoff, and Wright's going to look at strike 3, outer half. Well, Max Anderson is stranded over at third base. 2 runners on the base pass with no outs result in no runs for this Gateman team. It reminds me an awful lot of last night. That's the end of the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom half where it's time to stretch at Bourne Park. Wareham leads 1-0 over Bourne. We're back for more Wareham baseball. We return to the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Milton Cat is proud to support the Cape Cod Baseball League. From paving and landscaping to recreational boating and facility management, Milton Cat has the right equipment, parts, service, and technology to keep you working. Visit miltoncat.com to learn more.
Wherever you call home, from Boston to the South Shore to the South Coast to the Cape and Islands, Rogers Gray has you covered for all coastal homeowners insurance needs. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at rogersgray.com.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve, and that's why they go above and beyond for our active duty military and veterans. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more. Earn a bachelor's or master's degree, complete a certificate, or take a single course through the Division of Continuing Education and Graduate Studies at Curry College. In-person and online classes run days, evenings, and weekends in Milton and Plymouth. To learn more about programs in accounting, business, criminal justice, education, nursing, and more, visit curry.edu.
Whether a night at the tap room for pub grub, dinner for the family, or a full-service catered event, Minkle Boys Catering. Food with passion. Book your event today.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Wareham leading Bourne 1-0. And a new man has taken the bump for the Gateman. It's the sophomore right-hander out of Kentucky. Wyatt Hudipole makes his 5th appearance of the summer. No decisions on his record. 7 innings pitched with 4 hits, 2 runs, both of which have been earned, and both of which have been solo homers. 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, an ERA of 3. Can't give up that 3rd homer here, with the Gateman just leading by a run. Jack Duffy steps up to the plate. It's 3-4-5 due up in the Bourne order. Duffy, 1 for 2 tonight. Righty on lefty, first pitch from Hudipole. Fastball doesn't find its way across the top half of the zone. Count 1-0.
Let's give props to Matt Jasek. His final line, 6 innings of work, scoreless baseball, only gave up 3 hits, 5 strikeouts to no walks.
Called strike 1 on the inside half. 1-1 to Duffy. Left-handed hitter out of Houston. 1-1 pitch. Lift in the air to left. Windish trailing it back into left center. He'll reel it in. 1 gone.
The designated hitter, number 28, out of Rutgers, Christopher
Well, here's the Rutgers
Brito.
Scarlet Knight and Christopher Brito. 0 for 2 tonight. Pair of groundouts. Hudipole towing the rubber, native of Mason, Ohio. Righty on righty. First pitch with 1 out. Brito, a moonshot, shallow right field. Kellum Clark charges, but he won't get there in time. It falls at his feet. A 1-out single goes down for Brito. And that's now the 4th hit of the ball game for the Bourne Braves.
First baseman, number 32, out of East Carolina, Josh Moylan.
1 on, 1 down for Joshua Moylan. First baseman from ECU. 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout his last time up. Final line on Matt Jasek this evening. Gateman starter, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. That is elite level stuff right there. First pitch from Hudipole to Moylan, misses low. Count 1-0. Cam, not only do I hope this score holds so that the Gatemen can come away with a victory over Bourne, but I hope this score holds that way Matt Jasek can be our South Coast Health Player of the Game, and we can just hear about his stellar outing, what was working for him, those pitches he was locating today. He sat down a lot of hitters looking. That was the big key for him. Be interested to hear after the game. Of course, our Claire Foley will speak with our South Coast Health player of the night. A man on, one gone. 2-0 offering to Moylan. Fastball outside and up. Ball 3 from Hudipole. Hudipole looks over to Brito at first. He's the tying run. One gone, the 3-0 pitch. Strike one, taken down the middle. Fastball is the battle back pitch for Hudipole. The right-hander comes set. Deals the 3-1. The lefty hitter Moylan looks at strike 2, calling the outer half. The hitter didn't like it. He was ready to walk. Brito creeping off first with one gone in the inning. Hudipole comes set. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Fouled away. We'll see it again.
Got a pitcher in Wyatt Hudipole, first out of the pen, trying to protect this lead from Matt Jasik's sake, and a player in Josh Moylan that in the month of July, of course, only 4 days in, 0 for 11.
Not a good start for him. Once again, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 gone. The payoff. Liner right over to Carter Graham at first. He picks out of the air, throws to second in time for 1 for the force out. No time for a throw back to be made. But you take a runner that would have been in scoring position gone. So that's 2 away in the inning, as Moylan will reach on a fielder's choice to first.
And what a play. I mean, the corners for this Wareham Gateman team, whether it be Allen Roden at first, Max Anderson even at first, or you stick Derek Fabian over at third, it just seems like Wareham,
Third baseman number 13 out
they
of
have
10,
some of the best
Wyatt Hensler.
corner fielders that at least I've seen on the Cape.
Here's Wyatt Hensler, 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch from Hudipole is a fastball that misses up and in. Count 1-0. Hensler spun out of the way of it in the batter's box, nearly clipped it. Moylan on at first with 2 gone. The 1-0. Fastball clips the inner half. Called strike 1. Count even at 1 apiece. The 6-hole hitter. Pickoff throw to first. Diving back in time is Hensler. Righty on righty. Hudipole set at the letters. The 1-1. Breaking ball, dives in, misses the zone. Ball 2.
Got to be cognizant of Hensler's bat. At UPenn this last spring, he had a single season record in hits with 72, and that broke a 12-year record for the UPenn Quakers.
The Quakers, what a mascot. Reminds me of the Oats. The 2-1. Fastball up high. That's ball 3.
Amazing. You're right.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Gateman lead it 1-0 over Bourne. Independence Day showdown. They've tied in their previous 2 meetings. This one the rubber match. They'll see each other again later this month. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball up high for ball 4. So Wyatt Hensler will draw a 2-out walk to put runners at first and second for a dangerous man. Last night's home run hitter, and Evan Slight, the left fielder from Rutgers. He's 1 for 2 today. And here comes Harvey Shapiro out of the bump. This may be it for Hudipole. Shapiro slowly walking out there on a field that he managed for the previous 18 seasons. He was in the opposite dugout for the Bourne Braves, his first in Wareham, and that'll do it. The call to the pen's been made by Coach Shapiro. We'll tell you about the new man leaving the fence in right field when we come back for more Gateman baseball, with Wareham leading 1-0 at bottom of the 7th on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Tom and Jean Yockey were passionate about the game of baseball. Over their 7 decades as owners of the Boston Red Sox, the Yockeys greatly invested in youth and amateur athletics in our community. They recognized the important skills baseball can bring to players both on and off the field: cooperation, respect, teamwork, friendships, and confidence. The Yockey Foundation has been proud to support the Cape League for more than 25 years.
Joanne Stevenson with Berkshire Hathaway and Robert Paul Properties brings over 21 years of real estate experience to the South Shore and Cape Cod area. The Robert Paul Properties team not only specializes in coastal luxury properties, but proudly serves our veterans in their home search or sell process. Joanne Stevenson is your local, homegrown agent who knows the area and knows the market. Call Joanne Stevenson with Robert Paul Properties for all your real estate needs. Located at 155 Front Street in Marion. Local craft beer, great food, games, outdoor beer garden, and live music. That's all at Stone Path Malt. Better malt, better beer. Conveniently located across from Wareham Crossing in the West Wareham Industrial Park. Check them out.
The law firm of Lang, Exifaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exifaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Back on the Gateman Broadcast Network, we return to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bourne with runners at first and second with 2 outs. A new man on the mound, and he's a new face for the Gatemen. It's a right-handed pitcher, redshirt freshman, 6 foot, 198 pounds, from San Antonio, Texas, and UT Austin. It's Travis Saley, the Longhorn righty, steps up. He made 21 appearances this spring for the Longhorns, 34 1/3 innings pitched, with an ERA just over 6. 32 strikeouts to his credit. He'll work against last night's home run hitter, and Evan Slight out of Rutgers. 1 for 2 today. It's a righty on lefty matchup. You've got Moylan at second, Hensler at first. The 2-out pitch, fouled back. 0-1. Moylan reached on a fielder's choice. That registered the 2nd out. Hensler drew a 2-out walk from the previous arm and Wyatt Hudipole, who faced 4 batters. 2 outs, bottom 7. Gateman leading by a run. The 0-1. Slight lets a fastball miss inside. Count even at 1 apiece. A big spot for your first appearance with the team. Staley trying to preserve the 1-run lead the Gatemen have had since the 2nd batter of this game. Windish a solo blast in the 1st. Runners at first and second. 2 down. The 1-1. Slight. A high jack in the air. Deep right field. Clark gives chase at the fence. It's going to 1-hop it over. A ground rule double brings across 1 run. And everyone's rounding the base paths, but it 1-hopped the fence. That's a ground rule double right there. The third base coach, Scott Landers, is saying it left the yard. But your first base umpire, Billy Rogers, is saying, no, it did not. That's a ground rule double. And Bourne just refusing to believe that. I saw it hop, Cam. Did you not?
It was hard from this view. Maybe because you had the more elevated view because you're standing up. I couldn't really see it. And if it did 1-hop the wall, then I lost it in the Coca-Cola banner out there. But it didn't leave by much, so I wouldn't be surprised if it did 1-hop.
A ground rule double for Evan Slight. He ties this game up. Tied at 1 with runners at second and third. Carson Roccaforth, bottom 7th inning. We're all knotted up at 1. Surely these two teams won't tie again. Oh, my goodness. I don't think I could take it. 3 ties to the same team. The 2-out pitch to Rockefort misses low. Strike 1, call in the lower half. Ground rule double from Evan Slight. First time this season we've seen a ball hop the fence. Runners at second and third, 2 down, tied at 1. 0-1 offering from Staley. Grounded foul back over towards the Gateman dugout, first base side. When these two teams get together, Cam, you just can expect an intense playoff type atmosphere. Staley set at the belt. Righty on lefty. The 0-2. Fastball misses up and out. Ball 1.
Especially because Wareham won the whole thing in 2018. Bourne was in the championship game last season, so 2 organizations with such high pedigrees.
Staley looks back to the runner at second. Man at second and third. 2 down. The 1-2. Cut on and miss. Fastball chased away from Rockefort for the 3rd out. But not before the Bourne Braves tie things up. A ground rule double from Evan Slight. Yesterday, he tied the game with a homer. Today, he does it with a ground rule double. We go to the top of the 8th. All knotted at 1 from Doran Park. We'll be back for more Wareham baseball. We return to the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Mosquito bites and ticks. No, yikes! When the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866-ASK-MARY or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous Colossal Lobster Rolls, piled high on a grilled brioche and served hot buttered or just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gatemen.
Into the top of the 8th inning we go, now tied at 1 is Wareham and Bourne. A ground rule double from Evan Slight in the bottom half has knotted things up at a run apiece. Cam, this is a Gateman offense that tallied just 1 hit since that first inning homer from Hogan Windish. And we're now heading to the top of the 8th. If you're going to find your offensive rhythm again, now's the time to do it.
And a reminder that in the last 2 games combined, 21 hits for the Wareham Gatemen. You thought the offense was there, the bats were hot, and they've stalled thanks to great pitching on the Bourne side.
Righty on left with Owen Diodati at the plate. First pitch. Power hitter sees a ball outside. Count 1-0. Batting out of the 7 spot, his first time in the lineup. And in center field, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Vogel, right-hander on the bump out of Jacksonville. Turns and deals the 1-0 pitch. Diodati fouls it back. Out of play, left side. A couple kids giving chase to it. The last little bit of sunshine left is covering right field. Outside of that, everyone else in the shade. Vogel. The 1-1. Diodati fouls it out once again. Third base side. Tomorrow, the off day across the Cape. Well deserved. These two teams, along with the other 8, have played a lot of baseball recently leading up to this July 4th weekend where you expect over 1 million people to be on the Cape. Enjoy the holiday. The 1-2 to Diodati. Fastball doesn't dot the outside corner, just misses off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Diodati getting his first start on July 4th, but he's an Ontario, Canada native. How about that? Played 3 years at Alabama. Into the transfer portal he went. He shows up at Oregon this fall. 2-2 pitch. Diodati base hit into right field. Just past a diving Moylan from first. It rolls into the right field grass towards the line. Duffy there to collect it in, and a leadoff single goes down for Diodati. We talk about getting this offense going. Cam, a leadoff single can just do that.
Great contact from Diodati, who struck out in the second and flew out in the fifth, like you mentioned, Cade. And it felt like, okay, the contact was coming. After striking out, Diodati felt the pitch of Cunningham and flew one out, so you were wondering, okay, can he get barrel to the ball? He was able to do it there, and yeah, that could kickstart this bottom of the order.
Here's Brian Padilla, second baseman, with Diodati on at first, no outs. Righty on righty, Vogel fires. Off-speed breaking ball misses up and in. Count 1-0. Padilla, strikeout in the second, a ground out in the fifth for his 0-for-2 night. Diodati inching off of first, an all-star last year for the Gatemen. Back for his second summer in Wareham. 1 ball, no strikes to Padilla. The pitch. Fastball cut on, missing inside is the Yukon Husky. Count even at 1 apiece. Vogel came in the 7th with 2 men on and got out of it without allowing a run. He was the closer down at Jacksonville. Runner at first, no outs. The 1-1 to Padilla. Lifted right to the glove of the shortstop, Tekoa Harris. A gun down throw to first, just back in time as Diodati after the line out. He's back safe, but one's gone.
Fortunate for Owen Diodati, who thankfully only stole 2 bags last summer for the Wareham Gatemen, so you're not going to see him lead off with as much gusto as he wants to go to second. And if he did, I think Dakota Harris had to throw over to first, but it's a good thing that Diodati didn't lead off as much. He was able to get back to the bag safely.
Well, here's Peter Burns, the Boston College catcher, 0-for-2 tonight. With Diodati on at first and 1 away. Top of the order on deck. Righty on left. Vogel, a pickoff throw to first, diving back in is the 6'5" Diodati. Burns now hitting 180 this season. Was the senior captain for the Eagles this past spring. Still waiting his first pitch. And here it is. Missing in the dirt is Vogel in the fastball. Count 1-0. 1 run on 3 hits for Wareham. 1 run on 5 hits for Bourne. Once again, a clean defensive game between these two. They finished with no errors in last night's 2-2 tie. Vogel. The Birds chirping. The 1-0. Burns lets it miss away. Ball 2. Fastball doesn't quite clip the upper outer corner. Stadium lights now on at Doran Park. Still a beautiful blue sky above us, just a few patchy clouds. It has been the perfect day for baseball. Diodati on at first with 1 gone. The 2-0 pitch to Burns. Diodati running, but it's lifted out of here from Burnsy for a foul ball, strike 1. You know, Diodati, we talk about him only stealing 2 bases last year. But he had some quick speed up the line. I really liked what I saw from him running that base path. He'll have to return, though. Hopefully we'll see it again. Peter Burns looks on. A 2-ball, 1 strike count from Vogel. Diodati inching off first. 1 gone in the top of the 8th, tied at 1. Is Wareham and Bourne. 2-1 pitch. Burns fouls off again, third base side out of play. A lot of the foul balls today, Kim, have gone to that third base side, which is great because that's where all the seating is here at Doran Park. There is no bleachers or anything like that from our position where we are going up the first base line. All the folks gathered up over there, the lawn chairs brought out, a couple coolers, and tons of Bourne Brave gear. Vogel set of the belt. The 2-2. Misses up and out. Ball 3. Espinal had to come out of his stance to go out and grab it. Diodati reached on a leadoff single moments ago. He remains at first with 1 out. A 3-ball, 2-striked out to Campos, who's on deck. Burns at the plate. Pick off back over. Diodati back in. Top of the order, as we said, Ryan Campos on deck. But it'll be up to Peter Burns first. Massachusetts native. Played for the Bourne Braves a year ago. Vogel settles in. Deals the 3-2. Fastball misses up and in. Ball 4. Diodati was taken off either way. It won't matter. A 1-out walk drawn by Peter Burns, his second free pass in as many days. And we go to the top of the order. Ryan Campos, tied at 1 with 1 gone. And a runner in scoring position. You have to like this spot for Wareham, but we saw it a lot last night. Can they get the big hit here in Bourne?
I think we totaled 7 runners left in scoring position in yesterday's 2-2 tie. It's unacceptable for a team that is so good at getting players on the base path, but they've really struggled to get runners home.
Runners at first and second, 1 down, top of the 8th for a tie game. Righty on lefty. Vogel comes set, first pitch to Campos. Fastball taken for a strike on the outer half of the plate and elevated. Today's home run hitter, Hogan Windish, on deck. Campos 0 for 3 tonight. He digs in. The lefty hitter looks on with the righty arm and Vogel. Runners at first and second, 1 gone. The 0-1. Campos, liner, back out of play, third base side. Boy, Harvey Shapiro was in the right spot at the right time there in the third base box. It didn't hit him. Sailed about 10 feet behind him. Tied up at 1. The Gatemen a run in the first. Bourne a run moments ago. Ground rule double in the bottom of the 7th from Evan Slight. The Gatemen trying to respond and reclaim their lead in the top of the 8th. Runners at first and second. It's Diodati, the lead man. Burns behind him at first. 1 gone, 0-2 the count to Campos. Vogel peering in, towing the rubber and firing. 0-2 pitch, just chopping foul on a check swing from Campos. All eyes here at Dorn Park are on this next pitch, as everyone understands how important it is. This could ultimately end up deciding the game for the Gatemen. A base hit more than likely could score Diodati. And if it doesn't score him, it at least loads the bases for a home run hitter. 2 on, 1 away. Once again, after a couple foul tips, the 0-2 from Vogel. Off-speed breaking ball, settles in the zone, strike 3 called, outer half. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Tyler Vogel, and that'll put 2 outs on the scoreboard in the top of the 8th inning. But before Hogan Windish will get his chance at the plate, we'll see a mound visit for Tyler Vogel. Runners at first and second. Tied at 1 in the top of the 8th inning. A call to the bullpen has been made. Vogel's day is done. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is to face off against Hogan Windish when we come back. The Gatemen are threatening. Tied at 1. With Bourne, we go to the top of the 8th. We come back for more action. Wareham baseball on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
We appreciate and thank the sponsors who support the Cape League and the 10 teams. Our corporate sponsors are the financial backbone of the league. It is with their support that we are able to preserve our long-standing tradition of providing the best family entertainment here on Cape Cod, free of charge. On behalf of the 9 other teams, the Wareham Gatemen, league officers, and the entire Cape League family, we would like to announce and thank our 2022 corporate sponsors. With much appreciation, we recognize the Yawkey Foundation, Gibson Sotheby's, Curry College, the 99 Restaurants, Coca-Cola Bottling of Cape Cod, Badger Sport, Zephyr Hats, Cape Cod 5 Cents Saving Bank, Milton Cat, Mosquito Marys, Massachusetts State Lottery. We will be back to you in the next inning for the second half of this outstanding list of loyal sponsors.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gateman and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Mark Deshays has been practicing law in southeastern Massachusetts for over 30 years. His primary focus is on all aspects of real estate law, including residential and commercial real estate transactions, commercial leasing, land development, land use and zoning law, and land conservation matters. If you need representation, call now at 508-993-2300.
The winner of tonight's
We're
cash
We're back for the top of the 8th inning. Tied at 1 is Wareham and Bourne. However, the Gatemen are threatening. Runners at first and second. With 2 outs in the inning, tonight's home run hitter Hogan Windish coming up the plate. He'll meet against a new arm in the 6'4", 210-pound right-hander out of Maryland, and Nigel Belgrave. His 5th appearance of the summer. Short work, 4 2/3, 1 hit. No runs allowed, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts for an ERA of 0 for the Auburn, Massachusetts native. It'll be righty on righty against Windish. 1 for 3 tonight. His solo homer in the first, the only run scored by the Gatemen. Can he drive in another? Diodati at second. Burns at first with 2 down in the inning. Belgrave set at the belt. First pitch. Fastball left high. Count 1-0. This just feels like playoff baseball. Which team wants to walk away with a win on Independence Day? 1-0 in the dirt from Belgrave. And quickly, Hogan Windish is ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch. Swung through a changeup on the outer half did Windish. Strike 1. Two on, 2 away. 2-1 toss. Windish, rocket shot, deep left center field. Both outfielders chasing at the fence, leaping and making the catch is Evan Slight. How close was that? A few feet left on the warning track for that baseball to leave the yard, and it just stays in. My, oh my, oh my. 2 runners left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still tied at 1. The Gatemen and the Braves will be back for more Wareham baseball when we return to the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Summer is here, and we are finally back to enjoying all our favorite outdoor activities. As temperatures rise, so does the risk for unexpected injuries. South Coast Health Urgent Care Centers are open, safe, and here to provide the care you need when you need it. Our 7 locations are open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Walk-ins are welcome, and having a South Coast Health physician is not required. Visit southcoast.org/urgent care to check wait times and reserve your spot today.
Reed Custom Soils is New England's leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installations and is the exclusive New England supplier of stabilized stone dust. Reed Custom Soils services over 300 golf courses and provides unique blends to fit your needs, all by experienced precision blenders. To learn more about how Reed Custom Soils can serve you, Call toll-free 1-800-924-5335 or head to reedcustomsoils.com.
Making our way into the bottom of the 8th inning tonight. Wareham and Bourne all tied up at 1. Travis Staley back on the bump for what is soon to be his first full inning of action for the Gatemen this season. But for Wareham, they left 2 runners on in the top half of this inning. And this late in the game, Kim, you have to wonder if that will, come back to bite them, if you will, late in this game. Or do these two teams potentially tie for the 3rd time in as many meetings?
I really hope that the latter option is not the case. 1 left on base in the first, and then in the next 5 frames, none left on base. Actually, 1, 2, 3 innings against the Gatemen. 3 left on base in the last 2. That could rear its ugly head.
Tied at 1, leading things off with the 9-hole hitter, Alan Espinal, catcher from Vanderbilt. First pitch, cut on and missed, a fastball that got past him off the hands of Staley. Right-hander out of Texas, UT Austin product. Nothing in 1, swing and a miss, strike away. Cut on and missed by Espinal. Staley faced 2 batters to close out the 7th, gave up a ground rule double to Slight, and struck out Rockefeller. Righty on righty with the bases empty, no outs as we get the bottom of the 8th underway. Tied at 1, the 0-2 pitch. Espinal sees it away. Ball 1 missing outside. The Gateman bullpen going to have to do a big job right here. Keep it at a 1-1 tie. The 1-2. Cut on and missed. Espinal is struck out, chased a fastball out and away. Second strikeout of the night for Travis Staley. And back-to-back batters faced.
Alan Espinal has now struck out 3 times. Great job. The combination of Matt Jasek and Travis Staley to strike out Espinal in the 9-hole. So they've diminished the 9-hole. We flip it back over to the top of the order. You're going up against a hitter in Dakota Harris that is very, very dangerous.
0 for 2 with a hit by pitch tonight. First pitch from Staley down in the dirt. Count 1-0. Hitting .233 this season is Harris. Bases empty, 1 gone. Righty on lefty to the switch hitter. 1-0. Fastball doesn't quite catch on the outer half. That's ball 2. Offering down the dirt from Staley. That's ball 3. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors tonight for Wareham. 1 run on 5 hits for the Braves. No errors. Three-oh pitch. Harris takes called strike 1 in the bottom half of the zone. Harris, the leadoff man, the Bourne Braves order. 3-1 pitch. Harris fouls it out. Count now full with 1 out on the scoreboard. 2 hours, 8 minutes gone by tonight. I dare say it, but this one's really rolled along quickly.
Yesterday's game, 3 hours and 1 minute for a 2-2 tie because the first couple frames took a long while.
With so many men left on last night, that's been the biggest difference from last night to today. Just pitching's dominated today. The 3-2. Harris ropes it, shallow left field, a 1-out base hit. As it rolls to Windish, Harris will hold up at first. It's a 1-out single in the books, his first hit of the night, and 3rd in as many days against the Gatemen.
I called Dakota Harris dangerous because it doesn't matter where you put him in the lineup.
second baseman, number
Yesterday
24
was
out of
the
Maryland,
8-hole hitter,
Matt
had those 2
Shaw.
singles, and he's now up to 11 hits on the season as the rising junior heading to Tennessee.
Well, here's the leading man in terms of batting average for the Cape League, and Matt Shaw, second baseman from Maryland. He's 0 for 3 tonight, so the Gatemen have contained that average. Came in as a .367 hitter. Harris beginning to step off of first with 1 down in the bottom of the 8th. Tied at 1, first pitch. Shaw sees at the eyes, count 1-0. If you're Bourne right here, you're looking to possibly bring across what would be a huge insurance run. Send in the top half, and all you need is 3 outs for victory. If they can't get it here, they'll hope for the bottom of the 9th and walk it off. The 1-0. Staley misses low, and that's ball 2. The Gatemen, though, will have just one last chance. 3 outs left for them in the top of the 9th once this half inning concludes. And you know these two are just hungry for a win after each other. They came into today, 18 innings between them, still no winner. Never seen anything like it. The 2-0. Shaw fouls it back on a rope. The backstop netting. That's strike 1. Not just baseball in general, but this rivalry especially, July 4th weekend, needs a winner. You don't want to go into the off day tomorrow. Of course, you don't want to go in on a loss, but you also don't want to go in on a tie. Something just feels wrong about that. You want to either enjoy the victory or think about why you lost to get better.
Yeah, sometimes you take away from a tie. Okay, if we didn't show up, it would have been 0-0 anyway, so it's one of those.
2-1 pitch. Shaw lets it miss in and low. That's ball 3. Fastball not finding the zone for Travis Staley. He'll have to settle in. There is some activity out in the Gateman pen in deep right field. Dakota Harris inching off first with 1 away. The 3-1 pitch. Foul back with Harris sprinting to second. He'll return. The count's now full. Staley looking for that big second out. Ground ball could end the inning. Runner at first, 1 down, the 3-2. Cut on and missed. A big strikeout by Matt Shaw. That's now the 3rd strikeout of the night for Travis Staley through 5 batters faced. 2 away in the bottom of the 8th.
Right fielder number 18 out of Houston.
Well, here's Jack Duffy.
Duffy.
Right fielder from Houston, who's 1 for 3 tonight. 1 of 6 hits for Bourne. Staley, pick-off throw to first, diving back in is Harris. It's a righty on lefty for Duffy out of Houston, hitting .323 this season. Runner at first, 2 down, the pitch. Fastball doesn't catch the outer half. It's ball 1. Bourne looking to score for the 2nd consecutive inning. Tied at 1, the 1-0 pitch. Change up, just misses again. That outer half from Staley. It seems like he struck out 3 out of 5 batters faced, but he's been behind the count quite a lot. He's had to battle back a few times, which I like. Shows resiliency when he gets down early. .2-0 pitch. Foul back off the catching gear of Peter Burns. Strike 1. One run for Wareham back in the 1st. Scoreless since. The Braves scoreless up to the 7th when they put a run on the board. Knotted up at 1 apiece. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. The go-ahead run for Bourne is at first in Dakota Harris. Jack Duffy at the plate, the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses out away for ball 3. Don't put the go-ahead run in scoring position in the 8th inning if you can. Especially with a home run hitter. Cleanup man Brito on deck. Staley comes set at the belt. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball up and out. Ball 4. Letters high off the plate. Runners go to first and second base. The first walk issued by Staley. And here's Brito, the designated hitter out of Rutgers. 2 long balls this season for the Bourne Braves. He's 1 for 3 tonight. But now we're going to see a mound conversation brought on by Harvey Shapiro, Gateman's field manager. This could be it for Travis Staley. In his first outing with the Gateman, he's put runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs. The ball's been placed in Coach Shapiro's hand, and that's it for his outing. Call to the pins made with runners at first and second and a home run hitter coming up for Bourne. They're trying to break out this 1-1 tie at the bottom of the 8th. We'll find out if they do or do the Gatemen hold strong. We'll return for more Wareham baseball on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Each and every game here at Spillane Field is made possible by our sponsors. Let's take a moment to recognize Gateway Tavern, Coastal Orthodontics, Fairway Financial, Joanne Stevenson, Sullivan Wine and Spirits, Deb Levesque Massage Therapy, the Law Office of Mark Deshays, Office Technology Group, J&M Baseball Academy, South Coast Health, Minkle Boys Catering, 80 Makepeace, Reed Custom Soils, Soft as a Grape, Bay Motor Inn, Point Sign, Wareham, Sipicon and Dartmouth Week, Cranberry Self-Storage, Village Signs, the Law Office of Lang, Exaferris and Bullard, Reedy, Kiernan and McNally LLP, Robertson's GMC, Effie's Homemade, Wareham Country Market, the Wareham House of Pizza, Robbery's Tree Service, Patty Wild, Onset Bay Association, Select PT, El Mariachi, Water Whiz, and Cool Cone. Thank you once again to our sponsors of your Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
We head into the bottom of the 8th inning. Tied up at 1 is Bourne and Wareham. But the Bourne Braves are threatening. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Call to the pins made. The new man on the bumps, the 5'11", 190-pound right-hander from Connecticut in Jack Sullivan. His 4th appearance of the summer. He's got 3 innings under his belt, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, with a pair of walks, 3 strikeouts, and an ERA of 6. He'll work against Christopher Brito, the designated hitter out of Rutgers. 1 for 3 tonight, but a big spot here. The go-ahead run for Bourne late in this game is in scoring position at second base in Dakota Harris. On at first is Jack Duffy. Reached on a walk moments ago. Here's the first pitch to Brito. Change-up pitch that dives. Swung through a miss by Brito, 0-1 the count. Travis Staley's responsible for both runners on base. Harris singled with 1 gone. Duffy, as I said, drew the 2-out walk. Sullivan comes set. The 0-1 to Brito. Breaking ball down in the dirt and out. Count even at 1 apiece. Can the Gatemen keep this game tied up at 1? Or does Bourne take their first lead of the night? 1-1 pitch. Brito swung through and missed. Fastball on the outer half. 1 ball, 2 strikes, so the cleanup hitter out of Rutgers. One more pitch from Sullivan is all the Gatemen need. Sullivan set at the letters. Righty on righty, runners at first and second, 2 down. The 1-2. Off speed, cut on and miss. A huge strikeout for Jack Sullivan will close out the end of the 8th inning. Bourne strands runners at first and second. You want Sullivan to close the door, he just slammed it. We go to the top of the 9th, tied at 1. Can the Gatemen offense put some runs on the board and avoid this tie? Find out when we come back from Wareham Baseball on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Want your daily dose of news? Lucky for you, Wareham, Sipicon, and now Dartmouth Week has you covered. Whether you live in Wareham or in the surrounding areas, you can count on up-to-date news on sports, schools, and even the fine arts, courtesy of the partnership between Wareham, Sipicon, and Dartmouth Week. Head to theweektoday.com and search Wareham, Sipicon, or Dartmouth for more.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
Heading into the top of the 9th, these two teams tied at 1 under a gorgeous sunset tonight. Some orange clouds scattered across this blue sky. Tied at 1 is Bourne and Wareham. Due up for the Gatemen is Max Anderson, Carter Graham, and Kellum Clark. The last opportunity for Wareham to put a run on the board, or else they'll hope for the tie in the bottom half. Nigel Belgrave back on the bump, the right-hander. First pitch. Fastball taken by Anderson. Strike 1. Across the top half of the zone, heart of the plate. Belgrave came in with 2 outs in the 8th inning and 2 men on. And got a fly out from Hogan Windish. A 1 pitch to Anderson. Misses away. Count even at 1 apiece. Max tonight, 1 for 3. A single moments ago in the 7th that extended his hit streak now to 9 games. 1-1. Cut on and miss. Fastball went right by him. That's strike 2. 3, 4, 5 in the order. Belgrave comes set. The 1-2. Down in the dirt. Count even at 2 apiece. Bases empty. No outs. Top of the 9th. The 2-2. Off speed outside. Count now full. All you need is 1 right here, Cam. All you need is 1. Putting the leadoff man on goes a long way to get that. Full count to Anderson. Carter Graham on deck. Tied at 1 in the top of the 9th. The 3-2 pitch. Popped out of play. First base side. We'll see it again. 1 run on 3 hits tonight for Wareham. 1 on 6 for Bourne. Belgrave peering in towards home. Now brings the ball to the glove. The 3-2. Outside and away. Ball 4. Actually ricocheted off the backstop. Bounced back to the catcher. Espinal. Well, Max Anderson will draw a leadoff walk.
First baseman, number 40.
The leadoff hitter is on the base pass for the Gatemen for the 3rd straight inning. But are they stranded for the 3rd straight inning? We'll find out. Here's Carter Graham, a Stanford first baseman. 0 for 1 tonight with a walk and a hit by pitch. A great night for his on-base percentage. Anderson on at first. This game tied at 1 to the top of the 9th. No outs. Righty on righty. First pitch. Line shot up and over the leaping Shaw at second. Into right field it'll roll. Anderson holds up at second base. A walk and a single. Put 2 men on the base paths for the Gatemen. Still no outs in the top of the 9th inning of this tie ball game.
There's one gripe on the play of the pitcher Nigel Belgrave. Well, in this past spring, 25 strikeouts to 22 walks. You walk Anderson, and then you try to throw one right over the heart of the plate to counteract the fact you just walked the 3-hole hitter, and Carter Graham attacked on it. And Kay, we've talked about it before. Carter Graham is a volume-type hitter. If he gets on a roll, he can really get on a roll. A pair of hits yesterday finally caught his stride, as our sideline reporter Claire Foley reported before the game, and that's now 3 hits in his last 2 games, including a couple hit by pitches, couple walks as well, and he's been great in the past couple games or so.
Well, he comes up in a big way. Puts 2 men on the base pass with no outs for Kellum Clark. First pitch shows bunt. Belgrave sends a fastball outside and out. Ball 1.
Here we go, Cade. It's back to the long-standing debate. Do you bunt the runners over with no outs in the top of the 9th and 2 on?
Yes, you do.
I would agree with you.
Tied at 1 in the top of the 9th. Belgrave peering in against the lefty-hitting Kellum Clark. Graham at first, Anderson at second. No outs. Clark already showing bunt, the 1-0. Tried to lay it down, but pops it back into the netting. Third base side. Count even at 1 apiece.
Last time Kellum Clark was up, he tried to lay down 2 bunts, pulled back on the first one, and the second one went just right under his bat. So he's already attempted it. He finally got some contact. See what happens in the next one.
Clark tonight 0 for 3. 2 on, nobody out. The 1-1 pitch. He pulls back as a fastball misses low and outside. Ball 2. The Gatemen trying to score their first run since the first inning. Talk about a bookend kind of night if they can't. Tied at 1 in the top of the 9th. Runners at first and second, no outs. The 2-1 pitch. Clark shows bunt, lays it down a beauty. Right on the infield grass. The throw tries to go to third, and it's not in time. Oh my goodness. Espinal tried throwing to third. Now the bases are loaded with no outs. Oh my goodness. I can't believe he threw it to third. You would have thought for sure he goes for the sure out at first to put 1 away. Instead, he tries getting the lead runner off of third base. I understand Espinal's mindset there a little bit, but I just think you have to go to first there.
So in defense of Espinal, Max Anderson, he strolled into third. He took his time. So Espinal almost got him out right as the ball got in the glove of the third baseman Hensler. Anderson had put his foot on the bag, so that's in defense of Espinal, but I agree with you. Get the sure out.
Well, here's a pinch hitter for Blake Wright. It's Alan Roden. A 6-foot, 210-pound lefty out of Creighton, hitting .225 this season for Wareham. And we're going to see a pinch runner come on to first base for Kellum Clark in the form of Jack Hausinger.
Attention, please. Pinch running for Clark. Number 10 out of Ezeir, Jack Hausinger.
Anderson at third, Carter Graham at second, Jack Hausinger on at first. No outs in the top of the 9th. Tied at 1 is Bourne and Wareham. Alan Roden pinch hitting. Righty on lefty, first pitch. Fastball misses, count 1-0. These two teams in their third meeting of the summer have tied in each of the previous 2. 1-0 pitch. Roden lets the fastball miss outside once again. 2 balls, no strikes against him. And now, here comes a mound visit for Belgrave. He's loaded the bases in the top of the 9th. A walk, a single, and a fielder's choice with no putout. On a bunt down onto the infield grass that the catcher tried going to third with, but there was no out to be recorded. Anderson beat it there. So you've got Max Anderson on at third, Carter Graham at second, and Jack Hausinger as a pinch runner on at first. For the Gatemen so far this season, we look at what they've done offensively with the bases loaded. Hitting .296 as an average, 1 home run, that was to Ryan Campos, and an .860 OPS. Those are numbers you have to like in this situation. the first time tonight, and the bases are loaded for Wareham.
Now a reminder, in yesterday's 2-2 tie, in the 4th and the 7th innings, the Gatemen had the bases loaded. Now it wasn't with no outs, but both times they stranded the bases juiced.
No vacancy on the base paths, no outs in the top of the ninth. 2-0 the count, the pitch. Alan Roden broken back, ground ball right side. Diving on is the second baseman. He'll undertoss to first. Anderson comes home to score, and the Gatemen take a 2-1 lead on an RBI ground out from Alan Roden.
Alan Roden got lucky. If that was a hard hit ground ball, I'm pretty sure that Moylan at first would have had an opportunity to come home, but instead, broken back grounder, so it was a slow roller between Moylan and Shaw at second. Shaw had no opportunity to come home, and the Gatemen with the lead.
Wareham 2, Bourne 1. Runners at second and third with one away. Here's Owen Diodati at the plate. Righty on lefty with two runners in scoring position. Biggest spot in the game so far. All eyes are on this field. Belgrave first pitch. Diodati lets it miss away. Count 1-0. The lefty hitter out of Alabama, 1 for 3 tonight. A single his last time up in the 8th. Carter Graham at third. Jack Hausinger at second. 1-0 pitch to Diodati. Outside. Ball 2 is the fastball. An RBI ground out moments ago from Alan Roden. Brought in the go-ahead run. The 2-0 pitch to Diodati. He'll take the off-speed for strike one on the inner half. 1 run in the first inning, now 1 here in the 9th for the Gatemen. They lead Bourne 2-1 on the road. Belgrave set. The 2-1 pitch to Diodati. Fastball finds its way on the inner half, up in the zone. Count even at 2-2. 1 run lead is nice. 2 or 3 sounds a whole lot nicer. Carter Graham at third. Hausinger at second for Diodati at the plate. 1 gone in the top of the 9th. Belgrave set at the belt. The 2-2 pitch. Diodati fouls it back to stay alive on 2 strikes. The Gatemen struggled offensively from innings 2 through 8. Finally in the 9th, they break through in a huge way. The 2-2. Diodati, a soft lifter, right to the glove of the second baseman, Shaw. Line out for Diodati is the second out of the inning. Runners aren't allowed to advance.
Second baseman, number 4 out of UConn, Brian Padilla.
And now that'll bring up Brian Padilla. The last hope that the Gatemen can extend this 1-run lead. Graham at third, Hausinger at second with 2 down in the top of the 9th. Gatemen up by a run. Righty on righty, first pitch. Padilla sees a changeup pitch in the bottom half. Called strike 1. Padilla 0 for 3 tonight. The 0-1 pitch. Cut through and missed. Changeup, same spot. This time Padilla wanted to chase after it, but couldn't connect on it. Nothing in 2 to the 8-hole hitter. Runners at second and third with 2 away. The 0-2. Padilla, a soft pop-up onto the infield. Calling it to second baseman Shaw. He's there for the third and final out. Well, the Gatemen strand runners at second and third base, but an RBI ground out from a pinch-hitting Alan Roden brings in the go-ahead run. Wareham up 2-1 on Bourne, 3 outs away from victory. Can they close it out? Well, you'll find out when we do. When you return on the other side for more Wareham baseball on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Need physical therapy?
Whether it's life insurance to safeguard your loved ones, an umbrella policy to protect your teen driver, or making sure your home is covered from storm damage, Rogers Gray is there to guide you. Insurance is more than just a box to check. Trust Rogers Gray, a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Gateman Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
We make our way into the bottom of the 9th inning. Wareham leading Bourne 2-1 on the road. 3 outs away from victory are the Gatemen, and they'll call on a guy who has pitched in some big moments in recent days. It's Alex Galvin, the right-hander out of Louisville. Pitched just last night. A clean inning against this same Braves team. Allowed 1 hit with 1 strikeout. No runs, of course. 12 pitches. 8 for strikes. He makes his 4th appearance of the summer with an ERA of 0.
Number 22 out of
The
Louisville,
6'6", 240-pound junior out of Louisville. He'll stand in and work against 5, 6, and 7 in the Bourne order. Led off by Joshua Moylan, the first baseman from East Carolina, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Righty on lefty. Leading by runner the Gateman. First pitch in the bottom of the 9th. Cut on and missed. A fastball down the dirt. 0-1.
I think this is the first time we've seen Harvey Shapiro send a pitcher out there that pitched the day before. Of course, Galvin only going 1 inning, but gutsy move.
0-1 pitch. Moylan, a liner in the air, but out of play. Right side. Galvin quickly ahead, 0-2. The 5-hole hitter, Josh Moylan. Lefty, stick. He'll go lefty, righty, lefty in terms of the offense on this side of the 9th. Galvin, the right-hander, offers up the 0-2. Change-up pitch just bottoms out of the zone. Count 1-2. Galvin set. The 1-2 pitch. Change-up pitch just misses the inside half. That wasn't by much. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the Gatemen brought across a run in the top half of this 9th inning on an RBI ground out from Alan Roden. He's now in right field after pinch hitting. 2-2. Cut on and missed. Fastball outer half. Moylan couldn't connect. 1 gone to the bottom of the 9th. A big strikeout. Alex Galvin, his 3rd this season. First tonight.
Hensler.
Well, that'll bring up Wyatt Hensler, the 3rd baseman from Penn. The Gatemen 2 outs away from victory. On the road at Bourne. First pitch. Fastball dots the outer edge. 0-1 the count. The righty hitting Hensler. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. 0-1 pitch. Cut on and miss. Fastball went right by him. 0-2 the count. Galvin just doing what he does so far. 1 gone, bottom 9, bases empty. Righty on righty, time called by the hitter. Galvin, the 0-2. Liner, back over to Padilla and off his glove into right field. Left field, make that, it'll roll. Be anxious to see if they give that a hit or an error. And indeed, they give it a hit. A one-out single for
Left
Wyatt
fielder number
Hensler.
27 out of Rutgers, Evan.
Puts the tying run on the base paths. Padilla, who had been at second base all night, was in his first inning at short. He was going to have to field that one with a weird hop and retreating. I don't think a throw could have been made either way. But now we'll see a pinch runner come on in the form of Alabama's Bryce Eblin. A little bit more speed on the base paths. Just keep in mind, we don't play extra innings here in the Cape. So if you're Bourne, you either tie it here or you go for the win because you don't want to walk away with a loss. One on, one down. A runner at first for Evan Slight. First pitch. Cut on and miss. Fastball left up high. 0-1. Slight has been the Gateman's kryptonite the last two nights. Go back yesterday. A two-run homer in the second. Tied things up, and it would end in a 2-2 tie. Here tonight, at bottom of the seventh, a ground rule double. Tied things at 1. He's back at the plate again. The 0-1 pitch. Galvin misses away on the fastball. Count even at 1 apiece. One on, one down, the bottom of the ninth. The Gateman leading 2-1. Galvin set just along the belt. Righty on lefty, the 1-1 pitch. Off speed, settles beautifully in the zone. Bottom half taken there by Slight. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the 7-hole hitter. A ground ball would end it. Infield at double play depth. The 1-2 punch from Galvin. Fouled away, we'll do it again. Two runs on 4 hits tonight for Wareham. 1 run on 7 hits for the Bourne Braves. Once again, the 1-2 offering from Galvin. A drop strike, 3 foul ball. No, says the home plate umpire. I didn't initially think he got a piece of it, but he must have just barely clipped it.
Yeah, Cade, I'm agreeing with you. From our vantage point, it just looked like he swung through it, and Burnsy just didn't get his glove on it and dropped it. But fortunately for the Gateman, as that one was rolling all the way near the dugout of the Gateman, we do it again, the count 1-2.
Eblin pinch running on at first with 1 away. The 1-2 to Evan Slight. Chopper through the right side, base hit. Eblin rounding second. He's coming over to third. Roden comes up. He'll throw to second. Men are on the corners with 1 out for the Bourne Braves in the bottom of the ninth. A big spot for Evan Slight. He comes through in a major way. He puts the tying run for Bourne just 90 feet from home.
Carson Rocafort.
And now, if you're Alex Galvin, you're really hoping for that ground ball to end it. You want to walk away with a win. The first time these two teams met on June 13th ended in a 2-2 tie. Last night, the second time they met, ended in a 2-2 tie. Here tonight, Wareham leads 2-1 in the top of the ninth. I don't have to tell you, if that runner from third scores, what this score would be. My, oh my, oh my. Another pinch runner on at first for the Bourne Braves. It's John Peck. So Peck is on at first, Eblin at third for Carson Rocafort. Righty on lefty, first pitch. Ground ball through the left side, base hit. Coming home to score is Eblin. We're tied in the bottom of the ninth. Runners at first and second with 1 away. Rocafort, the RBI single, ties things up, but Bourne's not done yet. They have the game-winning run standing at second base now with 1 out.
What is happening with 2-2 score lines between these two teams? I can't believe it.
I don't like it. Whether I know you can't believe it, I can. I just don't like it.
Number 21 out of Oregon, Brennan.
This game needs a winner. I'm telling you, they can't play 3 full games with a tie. Surely not. 2 on, 1 down. First pitch to Espinal. Up high. That's ball 1. Actually, a pinch hitter here. It's a good one. An All-American from Oregon, and Brendan Malone. Galvin comes set with runners at first and second. One away, the 1-0. Malone pops it out of play behind us. Galvin struck out the first batter he faced and then proceeded to give up 3 singles in a row. Rocafort's brought the run across. Here's Brennan Malone with runners at first and second and 1 away. Game-winning run at second for Bourne. The 1-1 pitch. Lifted into right. Roden charges, and he'll get there to make the grab. Runners won't advance. That's 2 away.
Good response from Alex Galvin, and now you're peering in at a guy in Dakota Harris who had a single in the 8th.
Number 10,
hit by a pitch in the 6th. He was 0 for 2 before that, so he's found his stride in this game, and it's the last opportunity for Bourne, or this could be the same scoreline, Cade.
You know me. You know I don't like a tie.
Hey, I'm with you.
But a tie is better than a loss. Let's put it that way. That's for sure. Runners at first and second. 2 away for the leadoff hitter, Dakota Harris. 1 for 3 tonight. Righty on lefty. Game-winning run at second with 2 down the bottom of the 9th. The pitch. Grounder to Hausinger at second. He fields it cleanly. Throw it to first in time. And that's the game. These two teams have met 3 times this season. They've played 27 innings, and we still don't have a winner between the two. The 3rd consecutive tie, all by a 2-2 score. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
I'm as flabbergasted as you are. This is unbelievable. A 1-1 ball game going into the 9th, and Wareham musters up a run in which in the previous 6-7 innings, this team couldn't get anything going. To make it 2-1 was shocking enough. And then for Alex Galvin to record that first out, my thought process is, okay, this Wareham gaming team's going to win. And then Bourne scratches across 3 more hits. This is unbelievable. You talk about rivalries in the major leagues. Hey, is this the Bourne Bridge rivalry? I'm willing to label it that because through 27 innings, it's 6-6.
Incredible. 2 runs on 4 hits tonight for Wareham. 2 runs on 9 hits for Bourne. Yet another clean defensive game between these two. And my, oh my, another 2-2 tie. We'll take a break and come back with you to wrap it all up, including a conversation with our South Coast Health player of the game. You'll find out who that is when we come back and more. To close things out from Dorn Park on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
What's up, Gateman fans? Looking for Wareham jerseys, shirts, and hats? You can find all of that and more online at gateman.org/shop. Visit to get all your Gateman gear today.
Hey Gateman fans, don't miss out as the Wareham Gatemen head to Worcester, Mass. to take on the Bourne Braves at Polar Park, the home of the Worcester Red Sox. This special game at Polar Park takes place Monday, July 25th with a 6:45 first pitch. Tickets start at just $10, so head to gateman.org to get yours today.
The 2022 Cape Cod Baseball League All-Star Game will be hosted by the Wareham Gatemen on Saturday, July 23rd. Join the CCBL's best as they take to the diamond in front of scouts from every MLB organization here at Spillane Field. Gates open at 2 p.m., Home Run Derby will begin at 5, and first pitch is at 6:05 p.m. Tickets will be available through the league and Gateman website.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, including new majors in environmental science, sport and recreation management, graphic design, marketing, and computer science. Online at curry.edu.
Catchers aren't the only ones protecting home. With Rogers Gray, you have more coastal homeowners insurance options and a true expertise in their people. Protect your home with Rogers Gray. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at rogersgray.com.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. We offer over 400 different beverage choices on Cape Cod to quench every thirst, and more than 150 of those are low or no calorie options.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
Well, things are wrapped up here at Bourne Park, and once again, things have ended in a 2-2 tie between the Gatemen and the Bourne Braves. Cade Crenshaw alongside Cameron Ezeir. Our Claire Foley, we'll hear from her in just a few short moments with our South Coast Health Player of the Game. But before we get to that moment, Cam, these two teams have played 3 times this season, and as weird as it is, it's every single time ended in a 2-2 tie. You just can't predict that kind of stuff.
But in different ways, and that's what I want to emphasize, because the next time these two teams play in about a week or so, you have to realize that, hey, these two teams are getting it done in different ways. In yesterday's 2-2 tie, the Wareham Gatemen mustered up 10 hits. Bourne 8. Today, Bourne had 9. Wareham only with 4. So I would label yesterday as a pitcher's duel of sorts, but today is more of a true pitcher's duel. And then the fluke of the 9th inning, of course, it had to end in a 2-2 tie. So I will emphasize that, knowing that these two teams, they're going to play at Polar Park, which will be a lot of fun, home of the Worcester Woo Sox. They've already played 2 times at Spillane Field. We'll have to check the schedule. I'm pretty sure that they play one more time here at Bourne Park. Yeah, like I said, I'm labeling this one as the Bourne Bridge rivalry, and it's been a stalemate thus far.
Well, a note that we did not mention in the broadcast, just because of how intense these games have been. A member of the coaching staff this year for the Bourne Braves, 10-plus year big league career, 2013 World Series champion pitcher, Jared Saltamacchia, is on the Bourne Braves coaching staff this year as an assistant. And I just look out on the field here as everything closes down, all the players meeting with their families and friends and everyone heading home to celebrate the July 4th holiday. You're talking about a guy, right, who pitched in the big leagues, won a World Series, had earned plenty of money doing what he was good at, and he's out on the field driving the tractor, driving the infield. I love to see that. That's probably my favorite thing I've seen all night. But overall, you look at tonight's ball game for the Gatemen, no multi-hit nights, but we did have hits from Hogan Windish, and it was a big one. A solo homer in the first. That's, I believe, his 4th consecutive game with an RBI. Max Anderson added a hit. That extends his hit streak to 8 games. Carter Graham, a great night for him. 3 times on base, just once via a hit. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a hit by pitch. Also adding in there is Owen Diodati. He gets his first hit with the Gatemen in 2022. And then also a ground-out RBI from Alan Roden, pinch hitting in the top of the 9th inning, brought across what was a critical run that obviously we saw just how big it was, with Bourne able to plate one in the bottom half of this one tonight. You look ahead, of course, the off day tomorrow. You can look forward to that. And then coming up on Wednesday, the Gatemen will be back in action. Of course, you can catch schedules and all those other sorts of information over at gateman.org under the Team tab. We'll be here joined by our South Coast Health Player of the Game here just shortly, but let's talk about him first, Cam. Matt Jasek, the Indiana State right-hander, pitches a gem tonight. 6 innings for him, and it was 6 strong innings. 3 hits, no runs allowed. Right, he tosses 4 no-hit innings at that, while totaling 5 strikeouts. He's made his way from down in the bullpen, setting his backpack down. Looks like a lunch pail in there, too, in case he got thirsty. Our Claire Foley will be joined by him in moments. And, of course, that'll bring us right up to it. It's time for our South Coast Health Player of the Game here tonight with Matt Jasek. Is our own Claire Foley. Claire?
Thanks, guys. Here with Matt Jasek. Matt, 6 innings of work, 5 strikeouts, and you left the Braves batters watching a lot of those strikes. What do you think was working for you that left these batters so uncomfortable?
I was working my fastball in and out pretty well. When you mix fastball in, out, up, down, it makes it hard for the pitcher or the hitters to guess where it's going to be. and I was throwing a lot of strikes on the corners, and they were taking it, so.
And for you personally, in a pitcher's duel, do you think that helps you focus, not be complacent, or are you feeling that pressure a little bit?
Not really. I mean, I work fast, so I kind of like the way the speed was going. So sitting down for a little bit, getting back out there and throwing, that's what I like to do. And we already got the run in the first, so I was pretty comfortable knowing we had the lead, and I just had to keep it there.
And third time meeting this Braves team, each one has ended in a 2-2 tie. How crazy is that?
It's crazy. It's just the way baseball goes, you know. It's just something that you can't predict, but it happens, and it's just something you got to shake your head at.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Matt. Congrats on a great game.
Thank you.
Well, that's our South Coast Health player of the game, Matt Jasek, and he ties his former team, the Bourne Braves, last year for the third time this season. The Gatemen and the Braves, they've played 27 innings. I can't stress that enough. 27 innings, and we don't have a winner. It feels like we don't play extras in the Cape League, but this feels like the longest baseball game I've ever watched in my life, because at the end of every time, you're still sitting at a 2-2 tie.
What's funny is I was watching the World Series in 2018 between the Boston Red Sox and Los Angeles Dodgers. If you remember, one of those games went 18 innings, in which the Dodgers ended up taking it. It was the only game they won in that, in that best of what turned into just 5 games in the World Series. And I swear that was the longest baseball game I had ever seen. Now, I concur with you. This is not just a budding rivalry. It just does not feel like we have been relieved of the stress that's been inputted on this field each and every time against the Bourne Braves. See, I'm just wondering, will this span past 30 innings? Because I don't know if I could take it.
We'll find out when these two teams meet again later this month. But until then, thank you all for tuning in to this evening's broadcast of Wareham Gatemen Baseball. Your final lines: 1 final time, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Gatemen, 2 runs on 9 hits, a clean game as well for the Bourne Braves. The third time they've met, the third time they've tied at 2-2. We'll enjoy the off day tomorrow and be back with you on Wednesday, where your Gatemen will roll in with a 7-11-3 record. Until then, for Cameron Ezeir and Claire Foley, I'm Cade Crenshaw, saying thank you once again for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of Wareham Gatemen Baseball, and until next time, as always, remember to smile.